Good evening, ladies and germaphobes. It's another exciting edition of QAW Pandemic. I'm Mike Mann, here as always with Buckley Swantoon.
So glad to be here, Mike. Thank you so much. We're here in Honolulu, Hawaii, baby. We are isolating ourselves on an island for this week's pandemic.
Haha, everyone here is gonna get laid.
Sure are. I've been laid twice already.
Ooh, do you know what that actually means, Buckley? Did you pop your cherry here in the beautiful Isle of Hawaii?
You know what? I finally did, but I'm pretty sure that I'm still not happy about it. So, and damn it, Brett, we're in Honolulu, not San Diego.
Come on, Brett. Catch the island fever.
Catch the fever.
One man who doesn't like any islands, it's Zeo.
Yeah, how'd that taste, TV-a-D? Uranus boys are coming for you. I know you won the TLC match, but let's not forget Uranus boys whipped your ass head-to-head last week. We gonna do it again. Alright, I know your elbow dropped me through a ladder, and my back still hurts a little bit. But Devlin put B-Rock through like 3 tables. Okay, you can't stop us. That's why we're coming for you and for the tag team title.
His back only hurts a little after going through a ladder. That's impressive.
Very impressive. But, I mean, I guess the Uranus boys are really out for something. And what's now Devlin going after Brian backstage?
Surprised he was able to get a grip on that oily man.
And the first punch thrown.
As is QAW tradition, we're kicking things off backstage.
Uranus boys just being ruthless in their pursuit against the title, going a very Tommy Jr. route going for it.
That they are, and down goes Brian Rock Mundez, and Andy Devlin looking to capitalize as well. The Uranus boys looking to, make a strong statement about their title intention.
Right under that wire covering, and now slamming his head against the cement. This is just brutal.
Brutal and uncalled for. If you want to make a statement against championship caliber athletes, then you do it in the ring.
That's not how the Uranus boys think, and we all know that Andy Devlin is indeed a human, so this is not how humans think, apparently, not here.
Not at all. These are the type of tactics you read about from the Moon Militia or the Saturn Satirists, who Andy Devlin claims that he's not from Saturn, but these tactics say otherwise.
It's true. The only planet he's from is the Uranus boys, and now he's thrown into the locker room.
Bursting in, and Buckley, your things are everywhere.
My stuff is in there. Don't touch it.
They may not be looking to touch your things, but they're looking to touch each other in the most violent way. Oh! Brian Rock ricochets off that locker.
Goes right into my locker.
The Buckley locker. And very proud of himself.
Now he's giving him rug burn on the back there, but Brian Rock not going to take this lightly.
Rug burn versus shoulder charge. And right off of Diamond David Thomas's fanny pack.
No, his fanny pack is full of diamonds. That's going to cut him open.
Oh no, and now just bouncing off a Wellington Arms oil pack.
This is just horrendous. How is he going to... No, right into the TV.
Right into the TV, and a quick reminder, folks, this isn't Raw, it's Caw!
Caw!
Overhead belly-to-belly suplex from Brian Rock.
You have to hope that they're not going to use that table. That's where they were going to put out our refreshments later.
Here's something that, isn't quite refreshing, a powerbomb to a rug. Brian Rock looking to capitalize here, acquitting himself very well with a giant spin kick there, a la X-Pac.
It's not... It really speaks to the technique of these performers that even in backstage brawls, they're still utilizing proper wrestling moves.
Incredible fundamentals lead to incredible things as, Andy Devlin looking to elbow the eyes out of Brian Rock. And a big boot to follow.
We know that Brian Rock is not lacking for power, but Andy Devlin having a slight size advantage here, and it's really helping him as he throws him into, I think that's James Maloney's locker, the biggest bad boy.
Boston's biggest bad boy. If you don't like that locker, too bad. As Brian Rock just elbowing Andy Devlin fighting back. Scoops him up. Samoan drop to the rug.
Maybe thinking about tossing him onto that trash can there, but just right onto the rug, giving him those burns as he throws him out into the hallway again.
Sends him out into the world. And a quick word about our performers, they do not social distance or, wear proper face covering because they are not afraid of death.
They might not be, but we advise that you do stay afraid of death, folks. Social distance and wear your mask, even if you're outside, especially if you're outside.
Ryan Rock feels if he could go through 3 tables, he can survive a virus as he now drags Andy Devlin along. Arm drag from Andy Devlin, who looks to follow it up with a straight right hand.
Jeez, Brian Rock still lasting a long time here, but now just a scoop onto the cement again.
A scoop onto the cement, not unlike our sponsor Dippin' Dots. You can scoop them, you can eat them. Down goes Brian Rock face first, not into delicious dairy treats, but into the hard concrete.
Oh no, and I guess Devlin wins.
What does this mean for TV&D?
Oh, jeez, I didn't know anybody was coming over right now. You caught me in my formals. Let me change real quick. There we go. Much better. I just want to say I'm AJ Steele, and I'm more than excited to be joining the Quarantine Action Wrestling team. Nothing gets me feeling more grand than a couple of blokes getting together in a ring, tussling and having a good time, huh? We're all just friends in this, pursuing the American dream. Truth, justice, and friendship. I'm excited. We might be throwing some punches, but we're all in this together, huh? Having an adventure. That being said, let AJ Steele say one thing, okay? There's one thing I can't stand in the ring. It's a goddamn bully! Alright? So if you're gonna bring that crap into the ring, you can see AJ Steele coming to show you the positive light of life. So let's just get in there and have a good time. Alright. Thanks for coming over.
Good evening. I am the gourmet, and I'm here to serve you a big can of gourmet whoop ass, with the side of your ass on a silver platter and my foot straight up your ass. Knife to meet you, wimps.
A lot of people keep asking me, you're new here at QAW, why are you walking around the locker room, Ryan James, like you own the place? Like you're better than everyone. Well, I am better than everyone else. It's not ego. It's not front. I'm just a better wrestler. And I am looking forward to teaching you all how to wrestle. Not because I'm a bad guy, because I'm a good guy. Ryan, the Lion James, he is full of heart. And guess what? He's won things. He's won medals. I'm asking everyone in that locker room, where's your medals? Where's your medals?
And I will drag you down and serve you out.
The world is full of jealous men. Men jealous of what we've worked for. Jealous of our riches. We can tell they are jealous of our nuts. Don't touch our nuts. Deny it all they want. They are desperate and pathetic. They didn't prepare for winter and will do anything to make up for this grave mistake, even if it means taking our nuts. Don't touch our nuts. They underestimate us. They call us paranoid, trying to convince us that they don't want to take our nuts. Don't touch our nuts. This is an obvious ploy for us to let down our guard. They think our provisions can be easily taken, like taking candy from a baby, like taking nuts from a pride of squirrels. Don't touch our nuts. But we've been preparing, not just by gathering nuts for winter, don't touch our nuts, but by creating the ultimate means of protecting our nuts. Don't touch our nuts. We assembled the greatest squirrel minds in our pride, and thanks to their ingenuity and the abandoned scarecrow we found on the O'Malley farm, we have created the ultimate nut-stealing deterrent. Don't touch our nuts. With our scarecrow mech suit, we can protect our nuts. Don't touch our nuts. Not just from a few crazed nutless men. Don't touch our nuts. But from the entire nut-deficient world. Don't touch our nuts. This Thursday in the Fatal 5-Way, our pride of squirrels will enter the scarecrow mech suit and then use it to enter the ring. Operating the Scarecrow from inside, we will attack those who would cowardly take what isn't theirs. And the world will know that we squirrels won't allow humans to push us around anymore. And most importantly, they'll know that you should never touch a squirrel's nuts. Don't touch our nuts.
Now we have fatal five-way action from 5 debuting wrestlers here. A smorgasbord of new talent here, Buckley.
The QAW roster gets deeper every single week with, yes, 5 brand new people all looking to show what they can bring to the table here in QAW.
Deep like a sauce pot, from what I hear, as we have the Gourmet debuting, and out first we have AJ Steele.
AJ Steele, a man of power, a man of charisma, a regular superhero, if you ask me. Hailing from Long Island, he's here to make a statement.
And that statement is, everyone in your community, get along together. This man, if he were a member of your neighborhood watch, you could sleep very well. He keeps danger at bay and smiles on faces.
He certainly does, and he likes cheeseburgers, I hear.
Cheeseburger? Oh, that man's an American.
He certainly is. Look at that. Look at those American colors: red, white, and what's the third one? Blue.
Great job, Buckley. You're really nailing those primary colors.
I certainly am. I took a citizenship test just for fun.
That's what AJ Steele loves to hear. He loves America, he loves citizens, he loves people following rules, and he's there to follow rules all the way to the top of QAW.
Certainly is.
Look at those hot pants!
Look at those hot pants. He might be an early favorite for me.
Quads of thunder on this man. His steely resolve, will it lead him to a 3 count tonight, as we now have our next competitor. I've heard rumors about this man. It's the Gurgler.
The Gurgler, he's made quite a name for himself in the indies. Whether you want that name to be good or bad, but well, he's here in QAW now.
As long as that name's in your mouth, the Gurgler's happy.
As long as a lot of things are in your mouth, the Gurgler's happy. A man not quite shy of innuendos, and kind of his whole aesthetic.
As he saunters his way into the ring, what a entrancing, seductive man, as he is just dripping in appeal. Oh, ladies, get a ladle.
My goodness.
Fellas, get a ladle. I don't know what the Gurgler's into, but I feel like there's enough to go around.
Give me a scoop of that, baby.
Man, Buckley, you get a taste of the sauce and you can't get enough, huh?
I certainly can't. Oh, whoa! The air in here's gotten a little hot.
And that's not Zesty Estey, folks. That is Sour Doug. The Gourmet has entered the arena.
Weighing in at 273 pounds,
Well,
Good job, Karen. You know what he can do.
He certainly, that is his former profession, and perhaps still is, but we love you, Karen. But he's here in QAW now as the Gourmet, crafting up a recipe of pain.
Part of me's wondering if Karen was trying to give him a command, like she was hungry.
I think she forgot to bring her dinner.
Oh, Karen, you gotta prep ahead of time, and the Gourmet certainly does his prep. He keeps a clean kitchen, but a bloody boudoir.
He's already made it quite clear to the that heat fills the arena. He's made it quite clear to the rest of the roster. It's knife to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Gourmet, as we have yet another new face here in QAW. The pandemic spreading. And it's him! The UK's hottest export! It's Ryan the Lion James!
He is Union jacked, and he's Union here to stay. There's just bringing over more people from England. There's rumors here that him and Wellington Arms have a bit of a history, but he has yet to chime in on that. He's just here to make his presence felt.
I have a signed, sealed present. Yes, no, right. Apparently, he was the one who personally treated Boris Johnson, so this man is, wow, he's a miracle worker.
I mean, look at it. Look at everything about him. Like, that hair, what a miracle that hair is.
How does he get it to fall like a waterfall like that? Well, Union jacked indeed. This Lion is looking to make QAW his kingdom. What moves, Buckley? I wish I could dance like that.
No, I do too. It would have made our QAW prom way less awkward.
It's alright. If you show up stag to a prom, it's still cool.
That's true.
And here's a man who always stays cool, especially in milk. Don't touch my nuts!
Don't touch our nuts. Quite a background for this, because we're not even looking at a man. We are looking at a mech of sorts, a Gundam, as you might say.
Indeed we are, and just very impressive how squirrels were able to mechanize a scarecrow on old O'Malley's farm. Don't touch my nuts, a modern marvel of science.
Those squirrels are a lot smarter than we give them credit for. Crafting, there's got to be no less than 4 or 5 squirrels inside that mech right now as they're trying to make this ring their own Pacific Rim.
Highly coordinated, highly dangerous. These critters are looking to dominate QAW as AJ Steele checks in. Ryan the Lion looking good. And Wilford kicking us off.
Wilford, again, taking over actually for Ethan this week. Ethan really having pretty much a non-stop work schedule ever since this started, and Wilford will be our rep today. He's already down.
And he's immediately down.
Wilford, welcome to the ring.
He'll fit in just fine in QAW.
Looks like don't touch our nuts. Those squirrels think even the ref might be after those nuts, and they're trying to say that you won't get them without a fight.
AJ Steele very impressed with himself after he takes down that robot. Oh, and Ryan the Lion dropping the Gerbler on the edge of the ring. Big reverse DDT. And a pump kick. And a drop kick. The action fast and furious tonight.
Look at the pistons rolling in that mech of Don't Touch Our Nuts. He hopped up immediately after that big slam from AJ Steele.
And just stomped in the impressive abs of AJ Steele and putting a drop kick on that hairy chest. The Gerbler and the Lion exchanging blows on the outside. Don't touch my nuts. Onto the ropes. Oh! And cuts off the Gourmet at the throat, which is honestly ironic for a man who makes food.
You have to hope that he can still taste after this. He hasn't lost his palate, but now Ryan James and the Gerbler back in the ring.
Certainly doesn't want to taste defeat as Ryan the Lion puts it on AJ Steele. The squaring off. Out goes the Gerbils.
Again, there might be a bit of a history as far as how Ryan the Lion got picked up by QAW. Perhaps his background with Wellington Arms that has been alluded to will come out soon.
He could have been one of the best signees QAW's had to date as he just bounces the robotic head of that mecha off the top turnbuckle. Deflects that dropkick. Gerbler takes the top rope as Gourmet joins in on pounding the robot. Oh! A chop to the thighs. Unorthodox but effective. AJ Steele buries an elbow. Flying from the Lion.
Gerbler flying in the middle of the ring, and now what's Ryan setting up for?
Ryan James setting up the robot. Power bomb from AJ Steele, follows it up with another, and a running power slam from the Lion.
Huge running power slam there. He's demonstrating his power as AJ Steele's doing the same thing.
3 straight power bombs as he looks to have bent the Gourmet in half.
All these competitors, it's their first match. They are coming in hot. They're trying to make a name for themselves as fast as they can.
Making a lasting impression as they to the top. The Gourmet brings down Ryan the Lion. AJ Steele begging the Gerbler back to his feet. Gourmet takes down the Lion.
He might be I think AJ Steele's looking to. Oh, he was trying to fly like Superman, but got reversed into a power slam from the Gerbler.
The Gerbler might be his kryptonite as he takes him down in a hugging spinebuster to the Gourmet. How alluring.
He calls that the beer jacket. He must have been pounding some before this match.
Both the robot and AJ Steele teaming up there. Breaking up the pin. Ryan James checks back in. We're only a few minutes into QAW and it is already pulse-pounding action. Folks, I hope you paced yourselves for tonight's action.
Remember, folks, if
Whoa!
Huge flying elbow there from Ryan James. And remember, folks, if your heart rate is elevated, see a doctor, but not our doctor.
For bruises, for contusions, for an impressive flying double elbow from Ryan James. And out goes the Gourmet, dumped by AJ Steele, who's setting something up big.
Looks like AJ Steele's now he's going to fly like Superman.
He flies like Superman right into Sour Doug. Ryan James bouncing off the steel steps there, the Gerbler taking a breath. Oh! Now Ryan James off the steps.
And the crowd already showing their appreciation for these new competitors as AJ Steele is climbing up to the ropes.
Burying an elbow into the kidneys of the Gourmet. Kidneys, historically hard to chew through.
Oh no, it says that.
1, 2, 3! And that's it with kidney Trinity Bomb! AJ Steele is your victor!
Wow, sneaking that out there as our other competitors were fighting on the outside. They didn't even notice that pin happen, and the Gourmet taken down with that being hit by Superman and then the elbow right to the kidneys. Lethal combination.
Renal failure tonight for the Gourmet, but renal victory for AJ Steele. Impressive in his QAW debut.
Very impressive in picking up a win this early, but you can't take away from any of these competitors. They're getting their feet wet, and you have to hope that as the weeks go on, they're going to be full-on soaked.
I'll tell you who's full right now, and that's the Gourmet. Full of pain, full of reservation, as AJ Steele checked into his Foursquare and checked out.
Here is your winner.
No compliments to the chef tonight, as he taking a loss there, but we're going to see more of these competitors as they look to make their presence felt.
AJ Steele rated by Zagat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars for that victory. Stick around for plenty more QAW action coming up. You don't want to miss a single beat. The Wellington Classic rolls on next.
Don't go anywhere.
Please.
Steve Delfino. Steve Delfino. I'll be honest, you seem like a good guy. And I certainly was always taught to respect my elders, to defer to them, to treat them with honor, to listen to their wisdom. But unfortunately for you, my friend, you stand between me and the QAW Championship, which I have been called, been given a mission, a mandate to cleanse. So, unfortunately, from dust you came, from dust you shall return. And you'll be returning there this Thursday, after I drop a divine intervention on your head. And maybe throw a little sharpshooter on there too for good measure, because that seems to work really well on you guys. So, prepare yourself, Steve Delfino. Stay blessed.
Our island of rage floats on as we have Steve Delfino squaring off against the Reverend.
Steve Delfino picking up an unexpected win against Mr. Shakes last week due to some interference with the Clown and his own resolve, and the Reverend taking out our former champion Perjury Palapal. This is the semifinals of the Wellington Classic, twins.
Two huge upsets last week. As you said, Steve Delfino upsetting Mr. Shakes thanks to a lot of interference from the Clown. Steve Delfino may not know what wrestling is, but he knows how to win.
He does, and it may not be entirely due to that interference. Mr. Shakes has been a monster on this show ever since it started, but at the same time, Steve Delfino he won that triple threat against Armenian Mr. Crisis and Zio. He almost was our first champion in that Battle Royal. Steve Delfino, no idea what's going on, but like you said, he knows how to win and how to wrestle.
Fake it till you make it, or at least until you're wearing gold. Steve Delfino here to take over to top QAW like a top hat.
Love that hat. Man dressed in a dress shirt on the front row. Weird attire for a wrestling show, but...
whatever contains those deadly, deadly antibodies. And here's a man who's looking to your body, the Reverend. Buckley, do you think QAW's whack?
Absolutely not. The only thing whack is how I lost my virginity.
And how did that happen?
I'll tell you next week. I just don't know if I can speak of such sin in front of the Reverend.
A cliffhanger. Well, the Reverend still believes he is led by a higher power to class up this joint.
The Reverend just a chilling as that pipe organ fills the arena. We know that he is on a personal mission, but what that means for what could he do as champion? You have to wonder.
A personal mission, a father of God, or a godfather, as Karen referred to him, on his way to the ring and just bringing that ominous presence with him. He brings something otherworldly to the ring like many of our competitors do, but as you said, overcame our former champion, Perjury Palapal, in the very first round as he stinks up the arena.
Stinks it up with that holy gas, but And again, not only did he overcome Perjury Falafel, he straight up dominated Perjury Falafel in a very impressive performance.
To the point where Perjury Falafel has just been almost speaking in ragtime, and a language that it only makes sense to Perjury now. He seems to have had his brain scrambled by both his fall from grace and a fall from the Reverend's shoulders.
That would take a great mental strain on anybody, but here we go. The semifinals of the Wellington Classic kicks off.
Wilfred has recovered, and Steve Delfino is squared off with the Reverend. Big back suplex to start.
Two powerful members here. Just you could hear the echo of that smash against the ring. The Reverend, again, 318 pounds, one of the biggest people on this roster, and one of the people that I'm most attracted to.
A big meaty boy as he sizes up Steve Delfino, and a kick to the small of the back. Softening up the green-clad warrior, who rings his arm over his shoulder and follows it up with a big drop kick. Dragging Reverend to the middle of the ring. Stomp now to the midsection. Steve Delfino working over the Reverend, and now a gator roll. Man dominates Florida Pastor.
Look for that headline tomorrow, folks.
Looking to make headlines is Steve Delfino as he appeals to the audience, whips the Reverend into the ropes. Oh, and a flying deflecting off of the broad chest of the Reverend.
The Reverend's just that immovable object sometimes, conjuring up some kind of holy resistance.
Oh, and over the top rope there. What the? We know that feral scream. It's fear itself.
Fear itself has appeared.
The Reverend with his eyes fixed on fear itself. Steve Delfino recovering, though. The Reverend's got to keep his mind on this matchup. Crucifix pin. How ironic. 1, 2. No, and a kick out from the Reverend. He's not going to lose to sacrilege.
Almost lost out there, but Fear itself coming out here, perhaps he is something he wants to say to the Reverend.
Oh, whatever he wants to say, he may want to speak into the holy microphone as Steve Delfino rains a few, shakes him off.
You know that there's been some talk backstage about some animosity between these two competitors, but Fear itself looking to get directly involved here.
Looking to creatively control this match, and no! Steve Delfino gets crushed by the clothesline in the corner.
You know, you bring up creative control, and there's been, it seems to be splintering apart at the seams. We saw the Clown and Shakes go at it. We've heard more rumblings, and we don't know where the Doctor or Gentleman Doug or even Fear itself is at. We might be seeing the faction disband.
Disbanding before it even really gets started. You wonder if Fear itself is still a member of the Nightmare Gentleman. Has he gone rogue as the Reverend ascends the ropes and looks to take a walk of faith across them?
As he looks to deliver some divine intervention on Steve Delfino.
Oh. Shot to the back of the shoulder. You know, the shoulder has 3 muscle areas, front, back, and side, and the back is a devious area to work over on a man. Hard to stretch, hard to comfort.
And it's also hard to pin somebody when Fear itself was just distracting Wilfred there, not letting the Reverend wasn't able to get a pin after that. We've seen him put away multiple competitors with divine intervention.
That we have is Steve Delfino now doing some dangerous work on the apron. Oh, and a DDT right to the edge!
Oh no, Fear itself threw a chair in the ring.
Very impressed with Steve Delfino's antics as he reverses the Reverend there. Some furniture added to the proceedings. The Reverend has a hold of... Oh, Delfino and DDTs him, middle of the ring. Follows it up with a huge elbow.
The Reverend still not losing control of this match despite the presence of Fear itself.
Not interested at all as he makes a throat-slitting gesture. The odds of winning for Steve Delfino could be on life support.
Now Wilfred just holding the chair.
Wilfred loves that chair. Steve Delfino on the shoulders. Oh! Hurricane Rana pin! 1! Wilfred remembering his job, dropping that chair.
You can't count while holding a chair, Wilfred. Good job.
Some people, they can walk, they can chew bubblegum, but no! From a super kick. Apparently, the Reverend's right back up.
He's just not letting that phase him at all, but Steve Delfino is starting to mount a little bit of a comeback here. Can he keep it going?
He's going to need a miracle to overcome the Reverend, the imposing stature of the suspender-clad automaton.
Fear itself just very...
Wilfred's got that chair again. Nope. He's decided he's not. Headbutt to the Reverend. What does Delfino have in mind here? Sets him up. Drive by!
And that busted the Reverend open. He's bleeding his holy blood.
His holy blood has been spilled. 1, 2, 3. That's it! Steve Delfino, another upset!
A quick knockout on the Reverend there. I didn't see that coming at all. Wow, Steve is now in the finals of the Wellington Classic.
One half of the finals has been decided. Steve Delfino stunning the Reverend as Fear itself looks on approvingly.
Again, what? Fear itself becoming a factor in this match. Right here is we're seeing that he interrupted the pin after that divine intervention, but what is his intentions?
Well, Steve Delfino intends to be world champion. Just amazingly has stunned the Reverend. Even our former champion couldn't bring the Reverend down. Steve Delfino, impressive.
He may, like you said, he may not know what's going on, but goddamn, if there's one thing he knows how to do, it's win.
He does indeed, and I'm getting word we're going to hear from AC Voltz. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, hey, yeah, I'm finished up. Can you run that down to radiology? Great, thanks. Oh, hi, athletes of QAW and loyal fans. It's your favorite doctor. Now, you might not recognize me from, not having a scary mask on and generally being negative. But, we all have our sides and moods, and that's normal in a pandemic. So, embrace it. Anyway, I'm here and I just wanted to fill you guys in on some recent developments on the medical front, just to make sure we're all on the same page. First off, I do want to let you know that you should not inject yourself with any type of Clorox product. Frankly, it's going to kill you. Second, there is emerging evidence that is suggesting that COVID-19 does attack the cells of ligaments and tendons in the shoulder and elbow in particular. That may explain some of the recent, very tragic dislocations we've seen in some of our matches. Further research to be done there. Third, I want you to know that yes, I, the doctor, have developed an ointment that allows the skin to never tear, to never cut. Now, we apply this ointment to all of our QAW athletes, all over their bodies. I don't do it. That would be inappropriate. But we do apply it. Now, the downside is this particular ointment does cause blindness if gotten in the eye. So we cannot apply it to the forehead of our athletes. Therefore, if you do see an athlete bleeding, it will only be from their forehead. And fourth and finally, you may be wondering about the crowds at our events. Well, they, in fact, all have tested positive for COVID-19 and have shown to have antibodies and therefore are not infectious. Now, a very normal question would be, how did they get these tests, doctor? Well, that's an easy one. They're rich.
Hey there, do you like billiards and snooker? We do too. We don't sell that, but what we do sell is clones. Here at the Clone Zone, this is our warehouse. This is a guy who might be me. But it's cool, because we sell clones. One color and one style. This guy, over and over and over again. Here's where we keep the clones. You want a different type of guy? Go fuck yourself. We're the Clone Zone. He's all we do. Right next to Felty's Felt Shop in the Bumberland Strip Mall. Come to Clone Zone if you only want this guy.
A lot of humans are probably asking themselves, why did I attack Brian? As an American, I must look out for my friends Eddie and Brian are not only chickens, but they are also betas. Betas will congregate together and engage in unfair strategy in tactics. Brian would cheap shot Zio in the ring, and being my good human friend, I needed to stage a preventative strike. May the Uranus boys live long and prosper forever. Also guys, I am really getting tired of this. I get calls on my telephone device all night. Hateful human sound messages about how I originated from Saturn. My wife Romulax and son Bing Borp 23 cannot sleep. Please, I am American and human.
Andy Devlin explaining himself in getting word here that our QAW Women's Champion, AC Voltz, is on her way to the ring.
Tag team division drama, and now some women's division news. What could Voltz possibly have to say?
Maybe looking to share some trickle-down electronics, as news coming from the top is going to affect everyone on the QAW women's roster. Very excited to be here, very proud of her championship win. Let's hear what AC Voltz has to say.
QAW, what's going on? I have a bit of serious business to discuss today. I, AC Voltz, Women's Division Champion, have been kicking ass and taking names for weeks now here in this ring. And I think I've earned myself a little FaceTime with our benefactor, Diamond David Thomas.
Great timing bonus there from Voltz, apparently.
A bold statement met with a bold man.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
My ears are burning. Hello, QAW, it is me, your Commissioner Diamond, David Thomas. So sorry I couldn't be at Pandemic in person this week, but as you can see, I'm currently training in the mystical Doji Forest of Japan, looking for knowledge, power, and maybe even something more. But, of course, I can make time for champions. And AC Voltz, you are a champion. So, what do you need?
Yeah, I hear Japan's nice this time of year. Enjoy, eat, pray, loving. But I'm here to ask about something I want.
Something you want? See, AC Voltz, I thought you'd interrupt my personal vision quest for some business, something important, but no, something you want. That takes balls. Now eat, pray, tell me, AC Voltz, what could you possibly want from me?
Well, what I want, nay, what I deserve, is a spot at the table. Now, when I look at management, the generation right now, and I see some large, intimidating, possibly recklessly stupid men who could use a woman like me between them. At the table, making the big boy decisions and getting shit done.
Interesting proposal there, Voltz. When you speak of the generation, large, yes. Intimidating, yes. And if by recklessly stupid you mean recklessly competent, then also yes. Now, if there's one thing I respect more than power, that's intelligent decisions of the smart business mind. And, while bold, you demonstrate that just now, Voltz. And the generation's made up of champions, and you are indeed a champion. Hold your head up high, Voltz, because you're now up top.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Your women's division champion, AC Voltz, is on top again in more ways than one. And I plan on using my influence to make sure you, the fans, stay happy and my competitors stay crushed into the mat where they belong.
You heard it here, folks. AC Voltz, now the newest member of the generation. She's joined management.
Cool! More corruption!
The crowd very thrilled at this prospect.
This is how democracy dies, with rounds of applause.
I'm supposed to be celebrating right now with Fear itself. My tag team partner of the Gentleman of Fear, however. That is not the case. That is not the case at all. We would have a winning situation. We had it in our fingertips. But it was robbed us by a clown. I expected him. He's easy to read. I'd love to play poker with him someday. But Doctor, you surprised me. I had the pin. The 1, 2, 3. I was gonna get my hand raised. I was gonna be great. My first pin in the organization I rightfully deserved. And then you took it upon yourself to beat poor innocent Ethan. Hit him over the head, knock him out, and rob me of my chance, Doctor. I hope your insurance premiums are paid up, 'cause I'm coming to get you, Doctor. I will get my revenge on you, Doctor. Trust me when I say that. And as for our tag team champions, the Gentlemen of Fear are not that far behind. We're breathing down your necks, and we're coming to get you. Those belts will be ours. They will belong to Quality Control. It's all going according to Mr. Shake's plan.
Imbeciles of QAW. It's your favorite doctor. Now, you might recall last Saturday at Essential Business that I got in the way of a pin that Gentleman Doug had on Wellington Arms. The truth is, I had to do it. I couldn't bear to see my prize creation get pinned. That's right. This here is the doctor that gave Wellington Arms his bionic arm. I'll never forget that night 4 years ago. Huge car crash. I don't even want to talk about the rest of the people in that car. But this poor sucker comes in with his goddamn arm ripped off. I tried to put it back together, but no, that wasn't gonna happen. So I had this little thing in the lab I'd been working on, and I said, well, hell, I'll give it a shot. And boy, did it ever work out. So yeah, Gentleman Doug, I broke up your pin. And if you've got a problem with it, you know where to find me. 'Cause the doctor's seeing patients, and you don't want to be one of them.
And now more splintering, as you alluded to earlier with Creative Control. We have Gentleman Doug squaring off against the Doctor.
It's actually coming about from that elimination tag match at Essential Business, where the Doctor broke up Gentleman Doug's pin of Wellington Arms with breaking out that revelation-y news that the Doctor is the one who installed that metal arm on Wellington Arms.
Revolutionary news indeed. Gentleman Doug
Revolutionary. Yeah, that's the word, sorry.
Revolutionary, revelatory. It was shocking, to say the least, that the chrome battlement that is adorning the arm of Wellington Arms was installed by the Doctor.
What an intricate web that QAW weaves, but now we're seeing what happened to Nightmare Gentleman Doug, coming into the ring.
Gentleman Doug, who, as we've seen in his matches, is always so close to achieving victory, and he's looking to have that not even be in question as he looks to conquer the Doctor.
Well, the Bond villain kind of person that he is, you know, he always has a plan, and he's certainly looking to pick up his first victory here tonight.
That plan is punishment for our resident physician, who you'd think would spend a little bit more time trying to cure our staff, cure the audience, but no, the Doctor just wants to make things worse.
He's a real Jekyll and Hyde, where 90% of the time he's Hyde, but look at that. With more fire filling the ring as he brings his evil ways to QAW.
It's a heat wave here in Hawaii. If you thought it was hot on the island before, wait until this man makes his diagnosis. Great job, Karen. That's a doctor.
It is indeed. If you can't tell from the stethoscope and the mask and the coat.
She's on a roll tonight, folks. Cook, doctor. What is she going to name next?
She's really got those professions down.
Her with professions, you with primary colors, QAW barreling forward in the education realm.
Absolutely. We are well educated. We came from America.
Sure did. I'm sure AJ Steele very happy to hear that as the doctor saunters around the ring looking to put Gentleman Doug in traction.
That laugh, that evil laugh just filling the ring, but this perhaps could be, aside from that attack on the clown from Mr. Shakes, this and vice versa, this could be the most obvious evidence of creative control splintering at the seams.
Allies no more as whoa! Stereo pump kicks not finding a home, but a DDT float over style from Gentleman Doug. Boot right to the surgical max. Snapmare from the doctor. Brings Gentleman Doug now and buries a knee into his back. And a kick to follow it up. Gentleman Doug tries to shirk it off. Grabs the doctor by the head and, oh, quick snap suplex. One. And that is a conflict of interest revealed, as you said, with the doctor engineering Wellington arms. And now, now no longer following the orders of Mr. Shakes. Mr. Shakes missing in action since his shocking loss in the Wellington Classic.
You know, he has to have some kind of plan cooking. That attack from the clown is absolutely not going to sit easy from him. But again, just these two have their issues. The Shakes and the clown. The clown actually locking Mr. Shakes out of his Facebook account. One of the most vile things you can do.
To take a man's social media away. And now the doctor praising himself there. Physician, heal thyself, as he took Gentleman Doug outside with a clothesline. Back in, and a shot to Willard.
Wilford really getting his induction here tonight.
Trial by doctoral fire as the two bump into each other. Forearm reversed. Oh, big back heel kick from Gentleman Doug.
And you have to keep an eye on Gentleman Doug here, really seeming to specialize in those quick pin attempts. We saw it earlier with that snap suplex and from that snap German on Wellington arms that the doctor did break up. And reminder, the doctor breaking up that pin by straight up neck dropping Ethan.
Putting punishment on Ethan. Ethan just a poor boy put in the middle of this.
He really deserves his break. I heard that he went to Lake Winnipesaukee for a week.
Excellent. I hope he heals himself in the cooling waters of Winnipesaukee. A flying knee strike. Cools the jets of Gentleman Doug. Takes to the top rope. Oh, and a crushing double stomp to the ribcage of Gentleman Doug. Certainly won't be sipping any mint juleps anytime soon. No! Meteora follows it up.
The doctor bringing out some impressive acrobatics here, and now we're seeing him go back up to the top rope. We haven't seen him fly that much.
Maybe not, but he's certainly adept when it comes to high-flying maneuvers. Diving drop kick crushes Gentleman Doug, and he's going back up.
Oh, he calls that the exam prep, that flying drop kick, and now he's just been an absolute lightning bolt in there.
His exam may not be over. Oh, second drop kick misses. Gentleman Doug now trying to hop over. His portly stature preventing him, but it gets to the top anyway. Now begging the doctor to get to his feet. And completely whiffing on a clothesline.
Oh no, I think his breathing might be off from that crushed rib cage and it just threw off his timing.
And yet follows it up with a dragon suplex. Gentleman Doug, it's all or nothing with him.
Was that all a ruse?
Yes, he purposely missed a clothesline to set up a dragon suplex. What a bizarre strategy.
I'm no strategist.
Maybe not. Oh! Now a half Boston Crab applied by the doctor.
You can really see that crotch sweat.
A lot of swass coming out of Gentleman Doug. Kick to the back of the doctor. That monsoon of man-ass not getting in the way of this plan is... Gentleman Doug now having some divine intervention?
Looks like it, doing his own little walk and taking down the Doctor.
The Doctor is down. Gentleman Doug wiping off the sweat from... He's not used to doing this kind of blue-collar work as he looks to put down the white-collar Doctor. And gets clotheslined.
that plan didn't work out at all. The Doctor reversing. I think that Gentleman Doug may have been going for the penny pincher there, his signature hold. But now the Doctor locking him in the Doctor's order.
Doctor's order cranking the neck of Gentleman Doug. But no, Gentleman Doug escapes.
Gentleman Doug, impressive escape there from the Doctor's order. We haven't seen that happen yet.
Saito suplex brings the Doctor down. Gentleman Doug will not go down so easy. Just feeling 10 kinds of energy. Goes for the pin. 1. This is impressive. Usually the Gentleman Doug has people finish his matches for him, but now building up a head of steam with these clotheslines. And a big back super kick.
Oh, it's sock to the face. Good thing the Doctor's wearing a mask.
Gentleman Doug impressive here tonight. The Doctor kicks him off. Holds up 3 fingers. A little bit of an ode to the shocker. Oh, no. Clotheslines delivered by the Doctor. And a big power slam. PPE stands for power. Power, a slam.
A reflex check there on Doug, busting him open.
1, 2. No, his reflexes are fine. Gentleman Doug kicks out.
They're fine enough to get that kick out there, but now the Doctor just surprised by that, going up to the top rope again.
Sends the turnbuckles once more. Oh, and misses an elbow drop.
I think he was trying to write Gentleman Doug a prescription there, but yes, now Gentleman Doug just hammering on him.
Gentleman Doug. Boot to the midsection. Could be closing in on a win here. No! Drop toe hold into the ropes. Oh, and a Doctor bearing a knee into the kidney. Takes to the top rope. Gentleman Doug is down and bloody.
Now he's going for it again. Yes, I think he's going to land the prescription.
The prescription is in. The premium of Gentleman Doug may have expired. 1, 2, 3. He makes house calls, folks, and he is victorious tonight.
Doctor picking up, I believe, his first singles victory here at QAW. Jeez, creative control is absolutely on the rocks. You see that replay.
Gentleman Doug costing himself big in this matchup. If he hadn't played so many head games, he may have been victorious, but the Doctor not wasting any motion, any movement, everything crucial to winning tonight.
Any schemes that Gentleman Doug had in his head, but yeah, just did not work out there. Taking that flurry of offense from the Doctor and unfortunately getting put down tonight.
The Doctor's order was unconsciousness for Gentleman Doug. Take 3 and call me in the morning.
Well, don't go anywhere, folks, because coming up... Wait, that's the clown!
It's the clown! And he has a wooden kendo stick. Oh! Going to town in the back of the Doctor. Bamboo dreams for the Doctor as the clown puts him down.
What is the clown doing?
Oh, hello. My name is Baby Powers, and I'm excited to win Quarantine Action Wrestling. I used to be an eminent scientist, but a terrible accident in the lab changed me forever. Now I have the strength of 100 babies, a soft brain for science, and the body and agency of a young co-ed. So look, people, I'm excited to get into the ring. People are definitely gonna underestimate Baby Powers, but I'm gonna surprise them, 'cause guess what? I just won Object Permanence, and I'm about to use it. So what are you gonna do? Beat up a baby?
Oh, what's up, wankers? It's your girl Delia Payne. Came all the way from the UK. Anarchy in the UK just came to the QAW. You want to know a little about me? Alright, Here's a list of things I don't give a fuck about. Hydration. Fuck off. Cute little animals having a laugh. Piss off, cunts. Reusable bags? Don't bloody care. But the thing I don't care the most about is the triple threat. Because in my eyes, there is no threat. Baby powers, rolling thunder. I don't give a fuck. I got beef with you, and I'm gonna settle it in the ring. Actually, you know who else I have beef with? You know who I do give a fuck about? Fucking Karen, up in the announcer's booth at the Battle Royale. You said my name was bloody Deborah? Listen, love, I don't know if you know this, but we actually speak the same fucking language. There's no bloody bee buzzing around in my name like it's springtime in Hyde fucking Park. We might have a problem too, Karen. But let me square things away in the triple threat, and maybe I won't have to come after you. Or will I? Don't worry, ladies. Soon you'll be in the House of Pain. And in the House of Delia Pain, the Delia always wins. Yeah, I'm not picking that up. I don't fucking care.
Rolling ahead with more debuts, it's Rolling Thunder. Christina Moreno along with Lauren Baby Powers and Delia Payne.
Just the roster getting more and more stacked, like I said, every single week. And here in Honolulu, everybody just choosing to make their debuts as we see Rolling Thunder approach the ring now.
Looking to shock the system, the forecast is devastation as Rolling Thunder makes her debut in the QAW arena.
Rolling Thunder cites Taz as one of her main inspirations for the sport, and you can see her paying homage to him with that hoodie, that torn up hoodie, but just an aura of confidence and of edge as she makes it in the ring.
Taz, a master of judo and suplexes and creative ways to take people off their feet. Rolling Thunder looking to emulate that and become the queen of suplexes.
It's Taz.
It's Rolling Thunder.
It really is. As she comes to the ring, I personally am very excited for her debut here. Just that looks to be that perfect mix of agility and strength. I think she's going to be a force to be rivaled with here at QAW.
Boom! The crack of thunder in the distance. The crack of thunder from not a distance. It's Rolling Thunder.
And again, folks, don't forget about our sponsors, Men's Warehouse. For when you want to dress up for that wedding, you have to go to Men's Warehouse.
I'd also like to thank our noise-canceling sponsor this week, helping us to receive Rolling Thunder at a reasonable volume. It's Not Beats by Not Dre.
Not Beat. I love Not Dre. He's my favorite rapper.
He's not Dr. Dre. He's not Dre. Stop acting. And there she is, folks. Resplendent in her nappy, it's Baby Powers.
A scientist who somehow has perverted her mental state back to that of a baby, but carrying the wherewithal and knowledge of a full-grown, autonomous human woman. Who knows, folks? Who knows? It's QAW.
A true marvel of science, a woman with all of her knowledge of years of extensive scientific study and also the innocence of a child, a baby child even.
Well, let's hope that youthful exuberance will carry her to victory here tonight.
It doesn't get more youthful. She just got object permanence, folks. She's a real danger in there. And here, all the way from across the pond, probably coming in with the Lion, it's Delia Payne.
Delia Payne, we saw her make her, I guess, unofficial debut in that Battle Royal before Essential Business, but here, looking to pick up a victory that was stolen from her in that Royal, but absolutely just a force of chaos and riot-esque behavior with Delia Payne.
Riot-esque. Try to take away her right to assemble and looking to pick up a victory. She doesn't pick up much, especially not after herself. She's looking to make a mess out of QAW.
And actually picking beef with Karen, specifically Karen, who seemingly can't get the word Delia and calling her Deborah instead. We might have another faculty war on our hands.
Cook, check. Doctor, check. Delia, not check.
That's not a job.
Oh, the baby not understanding how a ring works. That's adorable. And Willard kicks us off. Now the baby playing around in there.
Oh, that's
suplex to Rolling Thunder.
That's one athletic baby.
Now jumping as high as she could and kicking. Drop kick from the baby. Delia now, flying and just crashing, burning.
Delia trying to pull off something impressive there early, but...
It definitely left an impression on the mat. Rolling Thunder escapes from the baby. Back elbow from the child. Oh, and a kick to the midsection. That is child abuse.
Don't tell your lawyers, folks.
Please don't report us. We are probably not insured for if anything happens to Baby Powers. For that reason, I'm going to pull for her.
And again, I think my money had to be on Rolling Thunder, seeming to have the strength advantage in this triple threat. And reminder, folks, in a triple threat, just like that 5-way, but with 3, the first person to pick up a pinfall or submission victory wins.
That's right, there's no disqualification. We must have a winner, be it by pinfall or submission, as Rolling Thunder clobbers the baby. Baby, who may not have perfect depth perception, misses that forearm. And now just playing in the corner as Rolling Thunder dumps Delia to the outside. Delia's not here to play games, she's here to win.
Again, Baby Powers having that full wherewithal of a experienced woman, just she's coming in hot and she's laying into pain.
Delia again whiffing. Big clothesline there in the corner by the baby. She manages fun as she's putting pain on people. It's endearing.
It certainly is. As Delia putting Baby Powers...
No, don't break that baby's arm!
She's trying to snap the baby's arm!
Don't break the baby's arm! No! Oh, Rolling Thunder being the responsible adult in this situation. Oh! Double forearm smash from Delia Payne, finally landing something. Flying Enziguri misses. Forearm from Delia. The baby hobbled in the ropes.
Oh no, she's stuck.
Not for long. Oh! Delia just squashing her throat over the bottom rope there.
No disrespect, and I mean no respect at all given to a baby as she's taunting at her.
Delia, a true villain, just brutalizing a poor child who she thinks she's a plane.
Rolling Thunder shooting that plane out of the sky.
Pew pew, and down goes the baby. Hip toss from Baby Powers. Rolling Thunder punches her back. Delia with more forearms. Rolling Thunder confused as to how she got into this situation.
She did not sign up for this, apparently.
When most talent sign a pro wrestling contract, they expect high-level competition, not babysitting.
Oh, and a train of pain there on Baby Powers.
Choo choo, down goes the baby. Rolling Thunder breaks it up. He needs an elbow to the small of the back. Delia Payne very proud of her handiwork.
You gotta show appreciation for your own work sometimes. Delia dumping Rolling Thunder out on the ground.
Practicing a very disrespectful form of self-love as the baby finds her way back to her feet. Delia notices. Oh, and this could be nap time for Baby Powers. Drop down.
Whoa.
Leapfrog. Oh! And actually blocks that Enziguri. Smart move.
Impressive cardio there from the baby.
The baby has boundless energy. Rolling Thunder very impressed with herself. And yes, a Northern Light suplex successful with a bridge. 1. Oh! Baby likes bridges, but not when they mean she could lose.
And again, we're seeing that Taz influence there from Rolling Thunder with that very impressive suplex and a perfect bridge, but it was not enough, not yet.
Strong core strength as she dumps Delia Page out and now jumping over both competitors, letting them know that, yeah, she's got cardios for days.
Certainly does. She runs 10 miles a day.
10 miles, that's a hell of a distance as these 3 women are looking to go the distance. Delia dealt some damage on the outside. Whoa! And the baby says, I'm a plane, and Rolling Thunder says, you're dead.
She's shooting, she's like a German flat cannon, not letting that plane take off.
Yes, some anti-air defense there from Rolling Thunder as she puts down Delia. You gotta end this in the ring. This triple threat must end in the ring. Delia out of cardio, collapsing to the mat on the outside.
And Wilfred just kind of standing there confused. What do I do? It's his first day.
Definitely not something the referee signed up for. Back suplex from the baby, who kicks back up.
Oh, impressive.
And now just taunting both competitors. Delia setting up something else. Big back heel kick. And another. One more brings her in. Rolling neckbreaker from Miss Payne.
Great sequence.
But Rolling Thunder right back up.
She rolls right back to her feet. But now
Baby
Delia
shift into the corner.
Oh, the Spanish bomb! The Spanish bomb on Baby Powers!
Oh, como se dice, Payne. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. The Spanish bomb puts down the baby.
Oh, she's going after the most youthful person in the ring, just putting her down for a nap, apparently.
Yes, the Baby Powers put to sleep. At least 15 to 20 minutes. Maybe she'll get some juice when she wakes up.
Well, let's hope that she's rested when she wakes up. But very impressive stuff from Delia Payne. Hard for her to find her footing up first, missing a lot of moves and everything, but then coming in with that clutch Spanish bomb and knocking Rolling Thunder out of the ring to secure that pinfall.
Delia Payne, a real Dora the Explorer, finding different ways to victory as she puts down a baby. Hope she's proud of herself.
The baby signed up with her own signature. From what happens then on, we are not liable for, at least not us as announcers.
Yep, not us as announcers. As an entity, we let a baby sign a contract. We're not bulletproof on that.
Times are weird.
They are indeed, and two weirdos, Zio and TVAD, about to square off.
TVAD, it's an honor to have you here with us tonight for your first solo match in QAW.
Well, thank you, Mike. It's an honor to be here, to sit across from a man so resplendent and strong as yourself. I'm here proudly representing All Access, but I'm fighting solo because I gotta take down that Zio punk. He was underhanded.
Oh my gosh, I'm just getting in some breaking news. Reports are coming in that Brian Rock Moonves is no longer in good enough shape to accompany you to the ring. Oh, TVAD, can we get your reaction?
My lord, I'm gonna be alone? Without Brian?
It takes a strong man to stand alone, TVAD. Truly, your bravery's gonna show through in your fight with Zio tonight. Do you have anything you want to say to Zio?
I'll tell you, Zio. You and your Saturnalian fraternization of a friend that you call your partner. I will fight you. I will take you down. You do not belong in tag team. You do not belong in QAW. You are underhanded, dastardly, and I do not like you.
And finally, I just want to compliment you on your Woo Pass product. I just tried my first can of it, courtesy of All Access, and thank you, of course, for that. And it was truly a delight. How could I, or such as Buckley Swantoon and any other fans at home, get their hands on some Woo Pass themselves?
I'm glad you like it. It's catching on, it seems. It's been selling by the can load and the case load. But I've got now a subscription Woo Pass that you and any fan of QAW can find at tvd.com.
Well, dare I say that's a very generous offer. Thanks for joining me, and see you in the ring. Good luck.
Well, it's been my pleasure indeed to talk to you. Now, I know I'm alone tonight. No Brian. So, Mike, can I have a hug? Mike, don't leave me. I need a hug. Oh, my God. I always have a pre-match hug. This is terrible.
Another purveyor of Woo Pass, TVAD, one half of the All Access QAW Men's Tag Team Champion, squaring off with Zio, as Zio's coming out with Andy Devlin, who put down Brian Rock Moonves earlier.
Just part of a coordinated attack on the champions from the Uranus boys, making their intent for the championship very, very clear, and looks like on their way to getting that match, they're trying to isolate and destroy All Access one member at a time.
Mind games being played masterfully well. We saw the tag team celebration interrupted by Zio last week. We saw Brian Rock Moonvez's life interrupted backstage tonight. And now Zio looking to make an example out of TVD.
The following contest is
The manager of a Hot Topic and his best human friend, the Uranus Boys, one of the more unorthodox teams here in QAW. And they've been here since the start, but they have yet to find great success as a team. And this more ruthless, aggressive approach they're taking, it might lead them to dividends.
Shortcuts might be taken, and we explore the bizarre bond between these two men. It's said that Zio introduced Andy Devlin to his wife, which led to that horrifying child we saw earlier.
We just saw from Baby Powers just how varied a baby can look, and I can't say that the baby of Devlin's advocate is all that great to look at.
Baby Powers, delightful, childish. The child of Andy Devlin, horrifying.
Horrendous.
Go ahead and say yeah, TVD is here to put in some work.
Coming in here, unfortunately solo, we got an update on Brian's condition from the D just now, and Brian just not able to walk him out to the ring there to provide some backup, so now he's going to have to fight that damn numbers game, as they call it.
Impressive from Karen there. She got T, V, A, and D, mastering letters and professions tonight.
Sounding out one syllable at a time, Karen. That's how you do your job.
But yes, as you said, Brian Rock Moonves put out a commission. We understand he's on a steady IV drip of baby oil to get him back in shape.
Baby Powers, a renowned scientist, while still in her state, she actually might be helping out Brian Rock with his condition right now.
Nursing our competitors back to health. We appreciate all the frontline workers out there keeping us safe so we can make up this bullshit. TVD versus Zio.
Zio starting to stop very aggressively with that jumping Hurricane Rana.
Jumping Hurricane Rana now parlayed into a Dragon Screw leg whip there from a TVD who has one returned in kind by Zio.
Just a reminder, folks, last week Zio attacking a D backstage, much like Devlin's advocate attacked Brian this week. You have to wonder if even...
Splash from Zio 1.
You have to wonder exactly what the Uranus Boys' long-term plans are here. They're just trying to take out the champions now.
Oh, Crucifix Bomb from TVD. It's hard to say what their motivations are. Andy Devlin is out to prove that he is in fact a human man. Zio is just out here to spread misery. Meteora from the Misery Man.
Zio, one of the most dynamic performers here on the QAW roster, just jumping off the ropes, the turnbuckle, but just showing a more aggressive side as of late.
Dynamic, impressive. These two men put men through ladders, men through tables in that triple threat ladder match, which some people are calling the greatest match in QAW history, but oh, snap suplex from Zio. He has to be minded towards stringing together these victories into something more impressive. DDT to TVD.
Wins talk, losses just...
Walk,
yeah, that's it.
I got your back, Buckley, don't you worry.
Thanks, Mike, we're a team.
Oh! Just like the Uranus Boys, as a flying Enziguri connects with the back of the head of TVD.
But again, that's go ahead.
These men usually suited for tag team action. I'm not sure TVD is going to last much longer without the encouragement of his partner. And as I say that, running Bulldog.
Where his head's at right now is he's beckoning up Zio. He might be trying to end this now.
Cooking up some woo pass, some gourmet woo pass. Cutter!
Oh, the final tribal council is Zio voted out.
1, 2. Oh, the tribe has spoken. Zio is still in this.
Zio getting those votes. But again, Mike, you mentioned that triple threat tag TLC match at Essential Business, just amazing. We saw TVD elbow drop Zio through a ladder. We saw Devlin's advocate suplex Brian Rock Moonves off the top of a ladder through a table. Just absolute blood boiling between these two teams.
Raw carnage, which, if Zio is able to harness all of that rage and aggression, he's more than likely to, bury knee back into the back of TVD. More than likely to come up the victor tonight. Whips him into the corner. Now sending him to the outside. What does Zio have in mind here?
Zio making just his move, patented tornado DDT through the ropes.
torpedo DDT, and that potentially sinks the chances of TVD. And another DDT. That top of the head of TVD has to be swelling.
Just absolutely vicious, these attacks on a D. You have to imagine he's not fully recovered from last week when Zio powerbombed him onto that cement.
Recovered in that much time. Now the count's up to 5. These men have to get back in the ring by the count of 10. TVD sent into the barricade. Now gets his head bounced off, that head being worked over. And now ricocheting off the stairs.
He's trying to break his bones. We're at a count of 8.
Count of 8. Oh, Zio sends him into the corner. Is he going to make him watch as he gets back in?
Oh.
No, that's it. It's a double count out.
I think Zio was just trying to break TVD.
Fuck!
Boston's biggest bad boy, James Maloney here. This Thursday, I'm bringing the belt to Boston. And here's the thing, Mike Diesel. New England needs a new patron, a new champion. One that won't tap out and jump ship like a buccaneer. And that champion is me. Because the only ship for the Boston's biggest bad boy is the championship. And this Thursday, the belt is mine. And if you don't like it, move it!
Well, here's something you don't hear every day. I have got to pay someone a compliment. I have got to offer some praise to the Boston bad boy. Young man, you put some respect on the New England States Heritage Championship. You showed some reverence for this beautiful belt, the belt with the most prestigious history in all of QAW. Show those champions. John Hancock couldn't even fit his name on the belt. Vern Gagne, look at you, you beautiful bald bastard. Jim Rice should have gotten in the hall earlier. Killer Kowalski, vegan champion. RFK, they could only end his reign with Sirhan. Jimmy Snuka, this one's uncomfortable, skip it. Whitey Bulger, 16-year championship reign. They couldn't find him. And now, the greatest champion in the history of this amazing belt, Mike Diesel. And Boston bad boy, I am going to do you 2 huge favors. One, I am going to give an underdog like you a shot at the New England States Heritage Championship next week at Pandemic. So one day you can bounce your Boston bastard bad boy grandchild on your knee and tell them about the day you looked eye into the eye with greatness. And here's your second favor. I'm going to give you 5 seconds when you enter the ring. 5 to get down on your knees and tap the mat and end it before I really hurt you. 5 seconds. That's your safe space. Practice some self-care. I hear it all the time. This is your self-care, Boston bad boy. Tap that mat. You're welcome. I'll see you at Pandemic.
Well, from a count-out to championship glory, as we have Boston's biggest bad boy, Triple B James Maloney taking on Dirty Mike Diesel.
Again, Boston's biggest bad boy laying out a straight-up challenge to the New England State Heritage Championship last week and then beating the talent, a man who's still on a quest to get his kids back. But the dirtiness, the depths to which Mike Diesel will go knows no bounds. So let's hope James Maloney knows what he's getting in for with this championship attempt.
As you said, happy to sink to filthy depths is Dirty Mike Diesel, as the bad boy looks to add even more gold to the generation. We saw earlier tonight AC Voltz joining the generation, and now James Maloney looking to make himself a champion.
Keeping all that power up top, it seems to be the generation's goal. If they currently having a women's champion in their rosters now. If they could bring the New England State Heritage Championship into that fold as well, they just near undeniable.
It would be hard to deny them, as hard as I may try, as James Maloney makes his way to the ring. Mike Diesel appreciating the respect that James Maloney putting on the heritage of this championship, and you got to think that Boston's biggest bad boy would go down in Boston history if he were New England Heritage States champion tonight.
Let's hope so. Looking to bring respect back to New England States Heritage Championship belt.
And here he comes, folks, the depraved, dirty champion, Mike Diesel.
Mike Diesel. I mean, we here in the booth, Mike, you would say that we don't have the highest opinion of Tommy Jr. and forgive me if I speak for you, but I don't think that there's any love lost between us and Mike Diesel either.
Not at all. I've been absolutely appalled by this man's behavior. He's not only taken the children of the talent, but he hasn't washed that glove. He hasn't washed that duster. This man is disgusting.
Just the bags around his eyes are just full-on evolved to what appears to be face paint of some kind. This just a man who exists on a diet of hate and schemes.
Ugh. No doctor, no dietitian would recommend that type of diet, folks, but he seems to feed off of it quite literally, as it's brought him championship gold.
Certainly has, and you can't deny his dedication to preserving the legacy of the New England States Heritage Championship, as he holds on to this belt through any means possible.
He's turned away such impressive contenders as the Magnifique Nordique, the greatest wrestler, Ben Moser. Now he's looking to add the name of Boston's biggest bad boy, James Maloney, to that impressive resume.
There it is,
Come on,
folks.
Brett.
Can Brett and Karen do their jobs? Okay.
Oh, how close enough.
The challenger from
The
Boston,
champion on.
Massachusetts, weighing in at 322
Come
pounds,
on, Karen.
a big bad boy.
I mean, he is. He certainly is, Karen. A for effort.
A indeed.
Introducing the champion from Pawtucket, Rhode Island, weighing in at 233 pounds, he is the Heritage Champion, the King of Old School, Mike Dirty.
That's what he is, Mike Dirty, the King of Old School, the New England States Heritage Champion.
Karen doing a great job there. Is now Wilfred Willard doing his job by showing that these are indeed belts.
The side plates reflecting James Maloney's image. Is that the future? Is it divination that James Maloney is going to be champion tonight?
Well, let's see as they kick it off here to the New England States Heritage Championship on the line.
Oh, exchanging right hands right in the center. Back heel kick from Dirty Mike. Follows it up with a flying crossbody.
Again, Dirty Mike Diesel, just deceptively large. Pretty much the same height as James Maloney and having a severe weight disadvantage, but you can't discount the strength. But
we're hearing war drums.
What is this?
Well, Mike Diesel is down in the middle of the ring. Boston's biggest bad boy is distracted here.
Oh my God, that's Tom Brady! Tom Brady hitting James Maloney with the betrayal!
TB12 putting James Maloney down!
Oh my God, folks, we need to cut away for some technical issues here. What is happening? Is pandemonium's going on in the ring?
What the? And that's it! James Maloney he's out for the cat. Tom Brady!
I think Wilfred threw out the match.
That's a successful defense for Mike. What is he doing here? What is Tom Brady doing here?
Tom Brady betraying New England and now betraying Boston's biggest bad boy, and Mike Diesel's not done yet.
Willard sent scurrying. Oh!
No!
Shots from a steel chair to James Maloney as Tom Brady. No, he wants to get involved. No! TB12, no, don't do this. You're a hero.
Oh! Tom, you can hear the cries from Boston right now.
What a shocking revelation!
I'm Professor Radisson. This is Sandwiches 150. I would like to bypass senseless debate altogether and jump to the conclusion meatball subs are bad. All I require from you is to fill in the paper I've just given you with 3 little words. Meatball sub is dead. Mr. Wheaton, is something wrong?
I can't do what you want. I enjoy meatball subs.
If you cannot bring yourself to admit the meatball sub is dead, you'll have to defend the antithesis.
I think meatball subs are delicious.
You do?
So saucy and meaty.
Your acceptance of this challenge may be the only meaningful exposure to meatball subs they'll ever have.
To me, meatball subs are not dead, and I don't want anyone not eating them because some professor says they shouldn't.
Mr. Wheaton, are you ready?
We're going to put meatball subs on trial.
You think you're smarter than me, Wheaton? In that classroom, there is a meatball sub. It's me.
This experiment is over. You have to decide me or meatball sub.
I feel like this is something that God wants me to do. I can't just turn away from it.
You just want to ensnare them in your primitive sandwich options.
What I want is for them to make their own choice.
You have no idea how much I'm going to enjoy failing you.
Who are you really looking to fail? Me? Or meatball subs?
Meatball subs, they're alive, they're not dead. You can buy them at pizza stores or sandwich shops.
You sprinkle Parmesan cheese on the meatballs to make them tastier. Why do you hate them? Why do you hate meatball subs?
Hey there, do you like billiards and snooker? We do too. We don't sell that, but what we do sell is Dippin' Dots. Here at Artie's Dippin' Dots spot, this is our warehouse. This is a guy who likes Dippin' Dots, I think. But it's cool, because we sell Dippin' Dots. All colors.
Dippin' Dots. Doesn't it feel great to be controlled? Even during a worldwide pandemic, everyone still got Stockholm Syndrome to daddy capitalism. Look at you, trying to buy things like it's something you actually want. Don't you really want to be free? Do you know what you don't have to buy? Do you know what's always free? Chaos. And when you try to control chaos, fun things start to happen. Bad things start to happen. Scary things start to happen. So until you start thinking for yourself and give up the routine of falling in line, you're gonna keep eating Dippin' Dots under someone else's control. For me, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna stay out of control.
Want chocolate? Okay. You want other flavors? Also okay. Here's where we keep the dots. You want real ice creams? Go fucks yourself. We're Artie's Dippin' Dot spot, right next to the Clone Zone in the Bumble and Strip Mall. Come to Artie's Dippin' Dot spot if you like Dippin' Dots and only that.
Welcome back from commercials, folks, and we have to recap something that happened during the break. We're not proud to show you this, but we feel like we should for, if nothing else, to explain the condition of Boston's biggest bad boy. As you see here, just writhing in pain from that horrible attack from that underhanded charlatan traitor Tom Brady. Being rolled out here to this gurney are QAW physicians on staff, Willard Wilfred making sure he's okay. Mike Diesel very proud of himself.
Absolutely disgusting. Not just, again, the depths that this man will go to, just besmirching New England.
And he wasn't done yet, folks. He wanted to, make sure that James Maloney felt this for a long time to come as he just continued raining down pain on James Maloney. sending him off of the gurney there.
Awful. We know James Maloney taken away to a local medical facility, and just thoughts and prayers for a speedy recovery.
The only thing more effective than medicine, thoughts and prayers, and we certainly hope that James Maloney won't be out long. Well, that brings us to our next matchup. We have the Clown versus the Buffalo Tornado, Bil Sherrin, who was last seen being brutalized by Mr. Shakes.
Let's see if he gets brutalized tonight by the Clown, but the Clown already making his appearance on this show, as we saw, interrupting those commercials and interfering to lay a beat down on the Doctor previously. Just chaos reigns in QAW right now.
Here's a Westworld-esque question. Is the Clown real?
Am I real?
You are real, Buckley.
Touch me.
You're real to me. You're still real to me, damn it.
Thanks, buddy.
Wait, the Doctor! He's making a house call on the Clown! Oh no! Down goes the Clown!
What the hell is happening tonight?
Retribution at a lightning pace is the Doctor looking to pick apart the Clown. Flying head scissors on the rampant. We need to get some security in here. Matches need to happen in the ring. It's like Tommy Jr.-itis is spreading.
This is insane. Truly creative control is just broken apart. Just absolute chaos. And now the Doctor running into the ring.
The Clown hopping after him. I mean, this is pure. This is a melee. We need to have some decorum. We need to have some order here.
The Doctor happy with himself.
And the Clown is not. Hurricane Rana to the... I don't even think we can have a match here. Bil Sherrin has wet himself backstage.
Bil Sherrin currently cleaning himself up, and Wilford doesn't even know what to do.
I don't know what to do. Oh, a kick to the... right to the inner thigh. Drop toe hold there to the Doctor. Now the Clown looking to follow it up. Oh! And, okay, I guess the Doctor's had enough.
Brett calls it.
What is happening tonight? And now a reclining... yes, that's not it. I thought that was it. I thought the Slamazon had gotten a submission victory, but no, Rainbow Brill's still fighting.
On a big skill throw right across, is that it?
Surprising Skittles throw. 1, 2.
Almost got that surprise victory over Slamazon, yep, and now Brittle's looking to close that with the ADHD Destroyer Elbow.
Oh, focus on that.
Right in the heart.
She is large and brittle in charge. Oh, whoa! And a reversal into a victory roll. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
3?
That was a 3-count surprise victory there for Rainbow Brills as she sneaks one out.
Rainbow Brittles. I'll be back.
Moving quickly on here from all of this rampant chaos, we have the Slamazon squaring off with Zesty Estey, the Slamazon who was upset last week by Rainbow Brittles.
Still looking to make an impact here, trying to show that indeed was an upset as she straight up challenged the former women's champion Zesty Estey, looking to perhaps cement herself as the new strong woman of the division.
The new strong woman, and no stronger statement could be made than by pinning a former champion. It's what the Reverend used to make his reputation in the Wellington Classic, but again, him upset by Steve Delfino earlier. Is the Slamazon going to be upset by Zesty Estey?
You can't deny the raw power, the raw strength of the Slamazon, but again, just relatively inexperienced in the ring, leading to her getting that pin stuck, that roll-up from Rainbow Brittles last week. And Zesty Estey, again, while she may have been dethroned at Essential Business, still just a master of the craft.
True master. It takes a lot of grit, a lot of determination to win a 6-person ladder match, and that's how Zesty Estey crowned herself champion, and she's looking to prove that was no fluke, looking to keep the Slamazon down. And the Generation is now even more up top again, as we saw earlier. AC Voltz joining the Generation, and the Wellington Classic, the tournament named after Wellington Arms, continues tonight. We have one more matchup later on this evening to see who will be in the finals of that tournament. Making her spicy entrance, it's the former QAW Women's Champion, Zesty Estey.
It's odd seeing Zesty Estey without that belt around her waist, but looking to climb her way back up to the top now, and getting a victory over the new monster of the division, the Slamazon, would certainly propel her in the right direction.
Absolutely. One of the best ways to cope with stress is exercise, meditation, or brutalizing somebody in a squared circle.
I do all three every morning.
You own your own ring, Buckley.
I certainly do. It's only 6 inches wide, but I make do.
Sounds like a toy, but someone who's looking to toy around tonight is the former champion, as she's looking to light up this arena.
It's not a toy, Mom. I mean, Mike.
Go to your rope.
No.
Good. I need someone to call this hot action with.
Yeah, you can't do it by yourself. This is awesome from that sign. Oh, 2 signs.
I wouldn't want to do this one alone. And now, this dynamic showdown between the Slamazon and Zesty Estey is underway. Slamazon grabs the champion. Whoa! Suplex hurling her into the corner.
Jeez, being able to just hurl somebody the size of Zesty Estey across the ring, that power is undeniable.
Absolutely. We saw last match the two competitors were about evenly sized, as these women are indeed. Willard looking to get a clean break and is not successful. Slamazon taking some shortcuts there. Jawbreaker from Zesty Estey. And collapses her in the corner with a clothesline. Kick to the chest, and now just rubbing her knee in the face of the Slamazon. Zesty Estey not to be taken lightly.
Zesty Estey refuses. And again, while she may not be champion any longer, she is still a former champion. She was at the top of the division up until very recently, but now Slamazon just tossing her around the ring again.
Gut wrench suplex successful from the Slamazon. Dragging the former champion around by the arm, putting the end to a rally. Oh, knee to the side of the head.
The Slamazon honing her craft, honing her strength and her skills in her hometown of La Paz, Bolivia, just bringing just aggression here.
Cover one. Makes the champion expend energy for a 1 count, looking to wear her down. Bit by bit, brick by Bolivian brick.
That's smart stuff. Again, just, having to expend energy, having to throw off that massive frame of the Slamazon, that just takes a little bit out of you every time.
Looking to crank the head, readjust the vertebrae of Zesty Estey, who is able to fight her way out. Shot to the midsection, shot to the face. Toe kick reversal. Oh, and a big spine buster from the Slamazon, exerting her will. Kicked off by the champion.
God, we haven't seen anybody just take control of Zesty Estey like this. Even Voltz, when she had that victory over her at Essential Business, she wasn't, that was still just a regularly even match. A Slamazon just having her way with the former champ.
An impressive vertical suplex there brings the champion down, and now looking to pour it on with some kicks to the back. Dragon leg screw whip reversal. Oh, and dousing the digits in painful sauce as Zesty Estey slams the hand to the Slamazon, who now crushes her with a huge imposing clothesline. Another gut wrench.
You have to wonder if Zesty Estey and the Gourmet are preparing recipes.
In their kitchen of pain, men show up hungry and do not leave untested. Now a Magna Claw applied there to the clavicle, to the shoulder bone there of Zesty Estey, just wearing her down.
When you're here, you're dead.
Well said. We'd go ahead and like to thank our funeral home sponsor this week, the Olive Garden.
Oh my god, and the Slamazon locking Zesty Estey in that hold.
Looks like a bit of a chicken wing there, but Zesty Estey proving that she is not afraid of chicken wings. The Zesty one escapes.
She calls that the boa constrictor, just trying to exert that jungle pressure on her.
Oh, and that jungle pressure brings the champion down, who reverses with a snapmare. Oh, tries to get a further advantage, but eats a back elbow. Drop toe hold into the ropes. Slamazon down.
Zesty will not go quietly.
Oh, and just yanking her arm to her face, ricocheting off the top rope there. The champion
a big stunner into Slamazon. She might be out, and we know what Zesty follows this up with.
We do indeed with bated breath. Here we go. Moonsault from the former champion.
That perfect moonsault. She turns herself in midair. Is that it?
Willard down 1, 2. No, the Slamazon kicks out.
We have not seen anybody kick out of that moonsault. Just Slamazon. You cannot deny the heart.
Overcoming that disappointment from losing to Rainbow Brittle, she's looking to make a point, make a statement, and that's at the expense of Zesty, who needs to close in on victory. She needs to keep pouring it on.
Ooh.
Backbreaker there from the Slamazon, begging the champion to get back to her feet. What does she have in mind here? Pump handle.
Just hoisting Zesty up there to hit her with the Slamazon.
Slamazon successful. Is this enough to keep the champ down? The former champ. Willard in position. 1, 2, 3, and that's it.
Slamazon picking up a victory over the former champ with that decisive Slamazon power slam. You just heard the thunder echo through the arena with the force impact. The new monster's here to stay.
Bone-shattering impact as the Slamazon hoisted the champion up and slammed her right down. Trapping the champion in deep water and drowning her.
That mix of technical skill, power, Slamazon she was looking to prove anything with this victory. She certainly did it.
Definitely proved her championship medal with that stunner and moonsault combination, but just not enough to keep the Slamazon down. Not on this night, as the Slamazon uses the Slamazon to keep down the champion.
Here is your winner.
Former champion.
It's been a hard road for our former champion, but it looks to be only uphill, if that's the good way to put it, for the Slamazon going forward.
It's a great way to put it. And folks, don't go anywhere. We have tag team action coming up next with CHUNCLE versus the Clone Bros.
Hey, Artie. Hey, Velty. What you doing? Just eating chicken fingers, bulking up for the big day. You mean? Yeah, I guess. You ready for us to introduce ourselves to the QAW? I don't know. Might be too soon. What do you mean too soon? Well, we just took up this wrestling thing, and I'm not brother. The warehouse, and I got to finish my chicken fingers, and it's the other teams in the division, Felty. Oh, them. Yeah, I don't know if they're ready for us, but it's cool. Yeah, I forgot about that fact too, but it's cool. They're gonna want buff, muscular guys, and we just don't say it. We're bigger guys, Felty. I don't think this. Come on, you know what we always say, Artie. If you want a normal tag team with muscular guys, you can. Can we say it? Yeah, it's QAW, Artie. You see the craziest shit. Did you see that one guy? What happened to that one guy's arm? Holy shit! Felty. Yeah, you're right. Just a fan is all. We gonna tell them? Yeah, Artie, let's start from the top. If you want a normals tag team with muscular guys, you can go fuck yourselves. We're the Clone Bros from Bumble and Strip Mall. Destruction. That's all we do. Wait a minute. Artie! What? It's 6 a.m. I gotta get back to warehouse and wait. Just got a text that says we're in. We're what? We're in, Artie. Our first match against who, Felty? Why CHUNCLE? The former champions? Yeah, I can't believe we're gonna take on CHUNCLE. We should probably so excited. We should probably call Joey. Let him know the big news. Yeah, Joey and Marty, Barty, Pineapple, Manny, Larry, Brock, and all the rest. Yeah, eventually, but first Joey. Yeah, I'll call him after the match. I don't think he's gonna care. Joey always cares in his own way. Love you, brother. Let's go kick some ass. Yeah. Love you too. Let's go kick some ass. Shit. Joey.
Loss makes you doubt yourself, makes you doubt your program, makes you doubt your plan, makes you doubt your partner. Oh man, I'm just kidding. Hell, I don't believe shit like that. Look, did Iron Pete and I get our ass kicked? Absolutely. But I'll tell you what, Clone Brothers, I don't know if you're two guys pretending to be one dude, or one dude split in half, or two dudes who came out of their mama at the same time looking exactly the same, or maybe your mama was a test tube. It don't matter. What does matter is that you are where Iron Pete and I start our redemption. You are gonna know what that feels like, and what it feels like is a boot to the face. So get ready, because we're coming to whoop your ass.
We're going to keep it rolling, folks, with the former tag team champions CHUNCLE squaring off with the Clone Bros.
The Clone Bros, a brand new tag team here in QAW. Actually, you're not, that's not just a clever name, folks. They are indeed the result of a scientific experiment. They are actually clones.
Your eyes don't deceive you, they're the same person. Maybe not in body, but definitely in spirit, as they often think alike, move alike, and they're looking to become victorious here, not only for themselves, but for their Bumberland strip mall businesses.
Yeah, they are indeed businesses. The great patron and business, I don't know another word for business owners, but that's what they certainly are. But you can't deny, look at that charisma, look at that pure energy and love for the sport. How can you not like these two big boys?
Look at those thighs, unshaved like real Americans.
There's one thing I love more than not shaved legs, it's Dippin' Dots, folks.
Dippin' Dots, which you can buy at the Bumberland Strip Mall and through every kiosk here in the QAW arena. Go ahead and keep yourselves well nourished with some Dippin' Dots.
Let's see if the Clone Bros can pick up a win in their QAW tonight. Just a night full of debuts, Mike. I can't be more excited for all the fresh blood we got here.
Ooh, like a vampire. You just can't wait for the plasma to start flowing, huh?
Ah, man, I love that blood. Just give me a sleeping dude.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yep.
Two men who certainly aren't sleeping dudes. It's CHUNCLE.
CHUNCLE, the first time we've seen them since losing just a lot of title changes at Essential Business, but we haven't seen them since. But they're looking to again just prove that they might be down, but they're not out.
Big Daddy had a lot of words to say about the Clone Bros before this matchup tonight, but words of encouragement. CHUNCLE just craves competition. They are addicted to the adrenaline from competition.
This might be a time for them to thrive. They weren't exactly big fans of having to sit in their laurels, and when you give them something to prove, they just will come out of their hidey holes and prove it.
Two strong men with two strong hidey holes. It's Iron Pete and Big Daddy.
And this is just a hoss match. Look at the size of all these dudes. You can't deny the strength of Artie and Felty, the Clone Bros, but Iron Pete just maybe pound for pound the strongest person on the roster.
Just two dense, immense men make up the Clone Bros. Iron Pete with that strong, sinewy strength, and Big Daddy bringing plenty of size himself as CHUNCLE off to a strong start. Ooh, just wiping the sweat from his brow, digging an elbow into the chest there is Big Daddy, making it look good. Not to be outdone, snap suplex from Clone A.
I believe that's Artie right there. Artie in the rainbow trunks and Felty in the green trunks.
A for Artie. He is working over Big Daddy there. You got to think that both their stock here in QAW as well as Felty's Felt Shop and the Dippin' Dots business is going to be booming if these men are successful.
I know, I only like to get my Dippin' Dots from winners.
And from strip malls. Oh, down goes Willard!
Willard just taking that elbow to the face from Big Daddy.
My God, Willard's taking a beating tonight. Ethan, wherever you are, you might want to stay gone. Referees are not safe in QAW.
That's what they signed up for. Again, once you sign that contract, there's nothing we can do.
Felty trying to bury a forearm into Big Daddy, but successful with a front hip toss.
Felty seeming to have a bit more, sort of the more Flair-esque of the two, preferring those high-flying moves. Look at this.
What do these two have in mind? A battering ram brings down Big Daddy.
Showing that tag team brother synergy.
But showing good tag team fundamentals. Big Daddy out immediately. Whoa! Ooh. Iron Pete hurled by Artie.
She's tossing around Iron Pete. What a statement.
Anyone who thought that these two thick gentlemen were going to be a couple tomato cans are very wrong. Iron Pete, release suplex to Artie.
She's doing that on Artie. Artie's might be upwards of 400 pounds. Just how strong is Iron Pete?
4, 5, 6, 700. Those are numbers. Here comes Felty.
They certainly are, and they're all heavy.
Felty with a cover. 1. Not even. Iron Pete out before the count of 1.
They're hungry. CHUNCLE's been out of the game for a little bit. They're looking to get that momentum back.
Indeed. It's going to be the Uranus boys and All Access for the time being, but CHUNCLE looking to assert themselves. A high five crush there, and very, very proud of themselves. CHUNCLE on a roll.
CHUNCLE's back, folks.
Bringing the good times and also bringing the painful times as Felty whipped headfirst into the buckle. Missed drop kick from Big Daddy. And a dragon screw leg whip there. Yep, the more fun of the two. You get Felty there with his tassels getting brutalized by Big Daddy, who sends him straight down.
And Big Daddy just never shying away from competition, jumping into a couple singles action matches before that essential business, and as he tags an Iron Pete.
Iron Pete comes on in, capitalizing on the strong work that Big Daddy's been doing. Brings Felty straight down, just grabs him by the cranium and introduces him face first to the mat.
Well, who knows how long they've been out of those test tubes. Felty might not really have his full balance just yet.
Well, they don't appear to be sweating profusely or having any flesh sloughing off, so they look like sturdy clones.
You know how to. The 9 to 5 on a Felty.
9 to 5 on that pool table of a man. But backdrop there to Iron Pete.
So you know a lot about clones, do you, Mike?
I've dabbled.
Dabbled, eh?
And a front Uranagi there from Iron Pete, catching Felty. Impressive strength.
Again, lifting him up. Jeez.
Sends him into the corner there. Iron Pete tags in Big Daddy. What do they have in mind?
We've seen this before. It's been a little while, but we've seen it. Hitting him with the double tap.
The double tap. Remember to stretch and get good cardio, but that's not enough to keep Felty down as Artie breaks it up. And again.
Big Daddy going for that signature second pin attempt, but not working out.
2 taps, not enough to bring CHUNCLE to victory as Big Daddy is apoplectic.
Willard trying to regain control here at the expense of his own body.
CHUNCLE's purveyors of the rules. 2 men steeped in tradition and head-to-head competition have to be a little bit frustrated by Willard's lack of ability to keep this one smooth as a bookend there from Felty. Picks up Big Daddy.
Classic bookend.
Slams him off the corner and just heaves him in the middle. That ring. Irish whip into the corner. The Clone Bros shut down again.
Yeah, but you have to imagine these two teams do respect each other. Both Artie and Felty just love to have fun, and CHUNCLE, again, traditionalists, just respecters of the great craft of pro wrestling.
That they are, and looks like another double tap.
It's 4 taps, folks.
Do the math, that could add up to wins. Artie at the last possible second, getting it in.
Wow.
Breaking up that pin. Willard down again!
Felty just dropkicked Willard right in the knees.
Welcome to QAW Clone Bros, as it seems to be a rite of passage to bring down an official.
Willard, I'm not sure we've seen Ethan take this many hits.
Saito suplex there from Iron Pete, who certainly has taken a few of his own in this match. And a knee there, now just cranking on the chin and the neck of Iron Pete.
Clone Bros looking to maybe take control of this match again.
Looking to reassert their dominance as Felty gets sent in. Is this going to be a third? A third double tap? That's 6 taps.
Third double tap.
And they nail it. Felty's down. 1. No, and Artie again breaking it up. And down goes Willard.
Willard Iron Pete knocking him down as Big Daddy goes to the second pin again.
It's like deja vu all over again.
Jeez, they are just going through the motions. This might be the Clone Bros chance.
The Clone Bros have to be no strangers to repetition as they see each other's faces in the mirrors every morning, but they gotta be a little bit more than disruptive here. They gotta be. Here we go, whipping Big Daddy into the corner.
Finally, Felty's been in this game for a long time, but looks like they're setting up Big Daddy for the GFY. Go F yourself.
GFY successful. Big Daddy is down. But Iron Pete bails him out. Not gonna go fuck himself tonight.
Jeez. Felty has, again, been in this ring for a long time, taking a lot of punishment. Was not fast enough to get out there and stop Iron Pete from breaking up the pin.
Big Daddy, impressive sequence there. Back suplex into a kip up. What does he have in mind here for Artie? Oh, takes him down the clothesline. And another. Ducks a third. Clothesline.
Big Daddy bringing the heat.
It's heating up in here like a jalapeno pepper. Shout out to Zesty Estey as Big Daddy admires his work.
Just staring at him.
And now, yes! A lion tamer now to Artie. Is this enough?
Oh, he calls that the Harley lock. The Harley.
Popping a wheelie on Artie's back, and that is it.
Oh, no. Artie having a tap after Felty taking all that punishment, but wow, CHUNCLE's back, folks.
CHUNCLE back to their winning ways, and a very impressive debut here from the Clone Bros, but not enough to take down the former champions.
Having to hit them with 3 double taps. By my count, that's 19 taps. But CHUNCLE just they've been gone, and like I said, they are back, and they're looking to reclaim what's theirs.
Do the math, folks. It all adds up to hot QAW action, as we saw GFYs, we saw double taps. But one thing we will always see is CHUNCLE having a good time as they are victorious tonight.
Well, don't go anywhere, folks. We still have more action coming up as well. Our main event tonight, the final semifinal match of the Wellington Classic. Stick around.
It's time for me, the greatest guy at wrestling in the history of our great sport, to finally have a one-on-one, uninterrupted by a Canadian, New England States Heritage title match. No? That's it? Okay, who do I have? Deadly Fred. Deadly Fred. Is that the sick guy? Deadly Fred. Thursday on Pandemic. How sick do you think he is? Like, scale of 1 to 10. You know what? Boston's biggest bad boy. Oh, he got the New England States Heritage. Good for him. Good for him. Good guy. Yeah, New England sucks, but he's great. Yeah, that'll be really fun to watch. Deadly Fred. This Thursday on... What can you tell me about the safety precautions we have in place? Deadly Fred. When we get in the ring together, it's... what about the doctor? You know what? Hey, the doctor. We've got unfinished business with each other. No, he's already got a match too. Deadly Fred. We are going to have a wrestling match, and how is this even allowed to happen? What's going on here? We're not in Florida. Wait, I've got an idea. I don't remember who eliminated me from the Royal Rumble, but we're having a match on Thursday. Okay, sick guy, it looks like it's just you and me. I hope it goes okay, because I'm not great at medicine. I'm great at wrestling!
Deadly Fred here, and I hear this man claiming to be the greatest wrestler. He's willing to call out anybody, but he's afraid of the sick guy, Deadly Fred. Well, let me tell you something. I know you're scared. And then I'm gonna do a 450 reverse Dragon Kinrana to the outside of a spring. And you're gonna get it. Don't you dare respond to me with what? I didn't hear you because I said it loud and clear. Deadly Fred, he's coming for you, greatest wrestler. It's on. Sick man, sick man, sick man, sick
And again, folks, we'd like to take you back to earlier tonight when Boston's biggest bad boy was viciously assaulted by that turncoat Tom Brady.
Tom Brady making an appearance in that match to help Mike Diesel just beat the senseless senses out of James Maloney with those chairs.
It was a graphic scene as James Maloney was seen here being carted out of the arena. Dirty Mike Diesel incredibly proud of all of his underhanded dealings. I mean, I thought it was news when Tom Brady had been signed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's even bigger news that he's been swept out of that locker room by the QAW officials.
They did. They kicked him out. He's gonna have to go back to that hotel. But Mike Diesel again was just not done after James Maloney was trying to be taken away to that hospital.
Just wrecking the ribs and the night of James Maloney. Boston's biggest bad boy just in horrible shape after this relentless assault from Mike Dortle. Mike Diesel.
We do know that Wellington Arms and the newest member of the generation are currently at the hospital looking over James Maloney. And again, the strongest possible medicine is thoughts and prayers, folks.
Keep them coming, as the only vaccine for Deadly Fred is a man with solid fundamentals, and the man with the most solid fundamentals on his way to the ring. The greatest, Ben Moser.
The greatest wrestler in the history of our great sport, despite the name, has not had the level of success in QAW that he wanted. Unfortunately, losing that triple threat for the New England States Heritage Championship. But it's a new season at QAW, and it's a new attempt to make your name heard.
He's a man who makes a lot of memories in that ring, but one thing he doesn't make is excuses. He's willing to work his way back into title contention, and worth noting in that triple threat, he didn't take the loss. It was the Magnifique Nordique who was defeated by Dirty Mike.
That is true. It was not pinned in that triple threat, so he's still got a lot of energy to give. And we haven't seen the Magnifique Nordique since Essential Business. He might be back in Quebec licking his wounds.
As we know the French to do, those barbarians, it's called medical silence, but that's fine. Anyway, a man who doesn't believe in medical silence and is highly contagious. Here comes Deadly Fred. Oh, that person loves WWE. Fuck you, it's QAW.
The World Wildlife ecosystem, we certainly do. But Deadly Fred coming out here now. Deadly Fred, we haven't seen him since he took that tough loss to Diamond David Thomas at the hands of the Generation Bomb. But looking to put that in the past and establish a new future here.
The same distinct logo on his t-shirt that Dirty Mike has on his tights. I wonder if there's any cahoots there, but Dirty Mike, hey, Deadly Fred, Dirty Mike, ugh. I smell a conspiracy as much as I smell Deadly Fred.
These are some smelly people, but I'll tell you what's clean is, well, probably nothing.
Not at all. This man he probably is allergic to soap.
I tried eating soap once, and I think I might be allergic.
Buckley, let's talk after about your diet.
All right.
Now the greatest wrestlers squaring off against the deadliest wrestler. Willard recovered, and here we go.
Luckily, Willard does not have glass bones, so he's able to take those hits, but let's see if these two can put on a bit of a technical showcase, as they are wont to do.
Deadly Fred looking to tickle the greatest not having it, putting him in a headlock there, and burying a knee in his back. He's not here to play around. Strong European uppercut from the greatest. And a cravat suplex. Impressive fundamentals.
The move list of the greatest wrestler just knows no end, as he truly is a master of this sport.
Sends the greatest, or excuse me, sends the deadly one, shang off the corner, but then gets taken down. Single arm ringer, reverse atomic drop.
Right in the sack.
Right in the grundle bundle. Oh, and a big European uppercut there from Deadly Fred, showing that he's got some strikes as well. Head and, oh, grounding the face of the greatest in the mat.
Taking a little bit slow up here. These two have this is their first time facing off in the ring, so they might be just trying to feel each other out here. Get a sense for what their opponent's like.
Here's what the greatest is like. He just swept out the leg of the deadly one with a clothesline to the back of the leg. Pressuring Deadly Fred and a kick just to the backside. The greatest not looking to make any friends.
No respect given, but he's setting up Deadly Fred for something here.
And a Romero special stretching out Deadly Fred. Again, showing off that impressive repertoire and expands it into a Dragon Sleeper. Is this it for Deadly Fred?
Oh, look at his spine just bent. I don't think I've bent that way ever.
Oh, and I thought that was it, but Deadly Fred punching his way out.
I think Wilfred was just a little scared there.
Impressive resilience there from Deadly Fred, who's still in this one. High rake from the greatest, and out goes Deadly Fred. The crowd not into these mixed tactics from the greatest, who is willing to win at any cost, which we saw when he maimed the Falcon weeks ago.
He did. Luckily enough, we're going to see the return of the Falcon here tonight, but the greatest wrestler certainly not responsible for that horrible injury the Falcon suffered.
Him and the beautiful beast able to coordinate efforts long enough to dislocate the arm and shoulder of the Falcon, who we understand is going to be in action next against the beautiful beast, as the greatest looks to put away Deadly Fred. Dragon suplex. Now ascending the top. What does the greatest have in store for Deadly Fred?
Greatest wrestler looking to go to such great heights.
Such great heights. Lands right in the chest. 1, 2. No, not even a 2 count. Deadly Fred out. Not afraid of heights, it seems.
I love how graceful that flying headbutt is.
Graceful and effective as the greatest looks to continue wearing down Deadly Fred. Sends him out of the ring. We saw this earlier from Zio. Oh! But instead of a torpedo DDT, it's 2 boots right to the chest.
Sure, a little bit of variety there. Again, just the greatest wrestler, kind of a Shang Tsung-esque member of the roster, just knowing so many different moves.
Variety is the spice of life as he looks to spice up the evening of Deadly Fred.
Reminder, folks, this is a singles match in which there is a 10-count countout. If these men do not get back in the ring before that count of 10, it'll be like that result of the Zio and Nadine match.
I hated that.
You certainly did. You were pretty upset there. Oh!
I mean, to get back in the ring by the count of 10, Ethan's favorite number is not difficult. You just have to respect the rules.
No respect there. It's just Deadly Fred turning it on in the greatest wrestler here. German suplex onto that hard padding and a snap suplex. Now slamming the greatest wrestler's face onto the cement there.
The greatest is down. That's a count of 9. Deadly Fred's back in the ring.
Is that... Get up.
That's it.
Wow.
Deadly Fred.
That was just dirty. Deadly Fred slamming the greatest wrestler's face onto that unprotected concrete there, and perhaps just knocking him out as he slid back into the ring. I think we may have lost Mike Mann there. He stepped out. He was just so frustrated by the ending of that match. His emotions running high tonight. Deadly Fred picking up his first victory here in QAW. And yes, Mike, it's okay. We have show left, and we certainly do have show left, folks. Don't go anywhere, as next up we see the return of the Falcon as he takes on the beautiful beast.
Good evening, viewers. Beast here on WBBR. Before we move forward in our series on the love and majesty of the Lepidoptera, I thought we could talk about things that we're looking forward to. Specifically, what gets us out of bed in the morning. For me, it's thinking of my return to QAW's Thursday night pandemic. My primal urges have been bubbling up inside me. I've thought very much about what I'd like to do when I get back to the ring, who I'd like to see. I've seen many multi-challenging parameters come through, many matches with many different competitors, but I think it's time that I step in mano-a-mano with someone else. And while there is only one beast in Pandemic's lineup, there is another wild one, another person who comes from the great outdoors, and that would be the Falcon. Falcon, I'm so looking forward to our match. I think it'll be time for us to finally meet. While we were distracted with our last run-in within the ring, I think now, with all of my energy and attention on you, I think you'll find that the Beast is more than a worthy opponent. The time in the ring with the Beast is not something to be looked forward to.
Hello there, beautiful beast. Falcon here. Recovering from what you and the greatest wrestler done did to me, but I promise you I'm gonna be 100% for this match we got coming up. How is that possible, you may ask? Well, I could tell you, but I think I'll just show you. Yeah. One bird, flipping the bird. See you in the ring, baby.
Well, folks, I'm back in the room. Sorry, I don't deal with disappointment well, but here's two men who truly won't disappoint. The beautiful Beast squaring off against the returning Falcon.
Yeah, Mike, you're just really getting into the show tonight. We've seen some heartbreaking results.
I like to see, and here's a man who's among the cleanest. It's the beautiful Beast. Oh my God, and he has a torch!
Jeez. We're seeing a little bit of a different side of the beautiful Beast here. Just a bit of a showman, really putting the beautiful in the name. And we haven't seen him in the ring, I believe, since he lost that triple threat to Big Daddy so many weeks ago.
Some competitors would hit the gym or look at some tape to make themselves a little bit more airtight in the ring. This man has gone ahead and made himself even harder to take your eyes off of. He's somehow gotten more beautiful.
It's all part of the strategy, I believe. Just distract him with that beauty before, and again, the beautiful Beast, one of the strongest members of our roster. You cannot deny his power, so a bit of an interesting strategy on his part.
Well, you may not be able to deny the power of the beautiful Beast. You can't deny the power of... Whoa! Breathing fire, that is impressive.
King Kong.
Eat your heart out. We have the beautiful Beast. Well,
go ahead.
We were alluding to some magic earlier, so as we recall, the Falcon's arm dislocated, but he has since made a deal with, of all people, Maxilon the Magnificent to relocate that shoulder.
Are you serious?
I am indeed. He's not in control of his right arm. It is now the property of the wizard.
Oh, that bit of a sacrifice there, but anything to get ring ready, I suppose.
His recovery wasn't going fast enough, so he got in contact with Maxilon and made... Well,
you can't deny that the Falcon has been sorely missed here in QAW. The fans happy to have him back, and let's see if he can get a little bit of revenge there in the Beautiful Beast for causing that injury in the first place.
Revenge indeed, and yep. Putting his hands together as he was coming into the thing, showing the unity of both physicality and mentality as he has trusted Maxilon to puppet that arm during this matchup. Here we go.
Jeez, who knows how deep that spellbook goes, but here, yes, Wilford sets it off.
Oh, Beautiful Beast. Not intimidated whatsoever by this combination of mythical skill, and the Falcon takes him down. Half and half. Beautiful Beast brutalizing the bird.
Is he looking to re-dislocate that arm?
He could indeed. I don't know how much magic it takes to fix an already enchanted arm, but using his good arm to fight off the beast. Maxilon chops him. Big kick to the hamstring from the beast. Falcon rolls out, and a front toe hold.
His face hit the ropes there. That could throw him for a loop.
Max with two strong forearms, raising those arms up. Oh, dropkick deflected from the Falcon. Collar and elbow tie up. Falcon shakes him off, and a huge clothesline. Maxilon with a into the beast.
Throwing the beast out of the ring, and again, this is just the Falcon able to crank it up to 11 whenever he chooses. He's, like I said, I've missed seeing him in the ring. He's one of our more dynamic performers here in QAW, and looking to make that known.
Indeed he is, and we saw earlier Squirrels piloting a mech suit, and now we have a wizard piloting a Falcon man.
Against the most beautiful of beasts, folks, it's QAW.
Oh! They're exchanged by both competitors across the chest, the beautiful chest being blistered by the Falcon. Maxilon showing other people, look how good of a wizard I am!
He's so proud of himself.
And now the Falcon taking to the apron here. What does he have in mind? Oh, dropping the beast head first on the hardest part of the ring, the edge of the apron.
Oh, that diamond-encrusted ring just looking to dismember the beautiful face of the Beautiful Beast.
Who's able to reverse? Beautiful reverse DDT. And God, if we see another count out, I will go down there and wrestle myself.
Mike's already standing up. Mike, just stay with me.
I'll do it. I know how to do a squat.
You certainly do. Stop doing squats.
Never.
Great sequence there from the Falcon.
Strong glutes, strong thighs there from the Falcon, which you get from squatting as the Beautiful Beast punches him in the stomach and clobbers him with a lariat.
That was all force there. There was no technique. Just these men looking to just settle the score once and for all.
Pure primal power as he looks to pop the left arm of the Falcon out.
What is he doing?
One. No, and just a one count. That is grim, folks. To try to maim a man a second time is, Maxilon elbow.
I mean, you can't deny how smart the strategy is, though. Ooh.
Clothesline from the beast. Now the Falcon working in concert with that puppetry from Maxilon back to his feet. Oh, and a right hand there puppeted by Maxilon. Falcon sends him into the corner. Big chop. Follows it up. Drop kick successful.
This is that speed I was talking about, folks. When the Falcon wants to, he's swooping in for the kill.
Caw. Oh, big back elbow there from the beast. And misses a forearm there. That's what happens when you're not enchanted. Enchantments be damned. Northern Light suplex from the Beautiful Beast.
And Enchantment giving +3 to all of the Falcon stats right now. And we're seeing that come into play with an uppercut from that arm.
Uppercut from that magical arm. Oh! Detonation kick right to the side of the face of the Beautiful Beast.
Going right for the face. That's been what he's targeting the whole match.
And now showing off. I don't know if Maxilon's ever played basketball, but he'd pretend. Oh, there we go. Big Pele kick there from the Falcon. He could be softening the Beautiful Beast up for the finish here.
Now he's feasting on the flesh of the Beautiful Beast.
Oh, trying to stain that beautiful white coat red. And the Beast with a big Michinoku driver.
The power again of the Beautiful Beast just coming right back in there to stunt that momentum, and now he's looking to fly.
These two men so evenly matched as now the Beast behind the Falcon. Oh, and a drop kick to the back of the head.
Oh, we haven't seen the Beautiful Beast fly that much, but it's effective when he does, as he's barely able to climb up here.
That is 300 pounds of jungle fury looking to crash down on the Falcon. But no. Oh, he just kicks him in the stomach instead.
A bit of a change of heart there, maybe?
Maybe. Oh, and a DDT from the Falcon.
What was... And now the Falcon said it. Falcon might be looking to end this.
Hesitate and be lost forever.
Hitting him with the Talons of Terror.
Talons of Terror immobilizing the beast. Is this enough? 1, 2, 3. And that's it. This jungle clash is over. The Falcon victorious.
The Falcon getting his arm back and getting his victory back over the beautiful beast. Just what vicious stuff between these two competitors.
The missing piece of the puzzle for the Falcon, he just needed a strong man in his corner, and Maxilon enchanting that arm all the way to the winner's circle. So we saw him just feasting on the flesh of the beautiful beast there, and then the Talons of Terror bringing him to victory. And I think you were right. I think these two men starting to respect each other through violence.
It seems that way. The beautiful beast choosing not to jump off the ropes there and perhaps go a different route, not costing him the win.
Now the beast back to his feet. The Falcon extending that enchanted arm, and oh, that's a magical contract, folks. These two men are bonded.
They are bonded now. Look at it. I can feel the love. I can feel the magic.
Fucking heart wipe.
Hello, QAW. This is the Big Ticket, Rich Dembowski, and I have a message for the head clapper. See, when I showed up here, I didn't think that there was one guy in that locker room that could handle my A game. That there was one guy that could face me at my very best and keep coming forward. And you showed me a lot. Now, you killed the ride a little bit with the nut shot, but I get it. You showed me a good loser, and I'll show you a loser. Now, speaking of, my opponent tonight in the Wellington Classic, Little Tommy Jr., look, I'm not mad at you. I don't even dislike you. People will say, hey, Tommy's an asshole. Yeah, Tommy's an asshole, but you know what? So am I. You know what? I just don't think you're on my level. I mean, Tommy, look at you. No, really, look at you. And then look at me. No, really, look at me. One of us looks like a future world champion. Let me tell you something. It ain't you. It's not your fault. It's really nothing you can do about it. It's just because I'm me, and you're just you.
I'm so out of shape. Tommy Jr. Looking for Tommy Jr. Tommy, wait, where are you going? Looking for Tommy Jr. Slow down. Have you seen Tommy Jr.? Yeah, you have? Where's your mask? No, don't. It's not cool. God damn it. Guess he's not in Georgia. God. Not in class. Guess he's not in this school. I don't know why I came in here. Oh, but he's not on the stage or in the audience. Where the hell is he? Is he at the mall? I don't think he's at the mall. Tommy Jr., where the hell are you? Tommy? Oh, no, this beach is nice. Oh, great, now my camera's wet. Screw this. I hope he makes it to the match. Damn it, Tommy.
Welcome to the main event tonight's folks, the quarterfinals of the Wellington Classic. Tommy Jr. taking on the Big Ticket, Rich Dembowski.
Final match, I believe actually in the semifinals might be there, Mike. Whoever wins this match will go up against Steve Delfino next week to determine the #1 contender to the QAW Men's Championship, currently held by Road Rage.
Road Rage, Mike Carr as Tommy Jr., arguably the most hated man in QAW, who asked to be fed champs.
He demands to be fed champs, and he has had the attitude to match, winning that rubber match against Lloyd Legacy Sharp last week to finally put their beef to rest, and putting Lloyd having no qualms about taking that loss as he went for a shortcut and then lost it. So let's see if Lloyd can get his momentum back, but Tommy Jr. again wants to be Fed champs, and he's looking to go after the top champions here in the coming weeks.
What a dastardly thing to extend his hand out to a young fan ringside and then immediately just muss his own hair up. Tommy Jr. just a filthy villain.
That child's crying now.
Just someone get that child some free Dippin' Dots!
It's your birthday? Dippin' Dots.
You're gonna party like it's a Dippin' Dot.
Best seats in the house, as those people claim.
Well, I'd argue that the best seat in the house would be viewing two top-tier athletes like the Big Ticket and Tommy Jr. The Big Ticket who cut his teeth in Japan and is now looking to parlay that international success in a QAW ring.
He's not a trash bag. And remember, last week, putting on that incredible potential match of the year candidate match against the Dapper Head Clapper, really acquitting himself well, and he's looking to continue that against Tommy Jr. right now.
Two men with world heavyweight title aspirations, as they've made perfectly plain whenever they get the chance. They both think that they could be the new face of QAW.
And now Rich Dembowski's scolding that crying child.
That poor, it's not enough that we've already had Mike Diesel take the children of the talent. Wait, QAW is not kid-friendly.
Tom Brady making his disgusting face shown. But getting back to the actual match itself, Rich Dembowski, the clear size and strength advantage here, but we know Tommy Jr., that his attitude belies that incredible technique and skill beneath.
The former protege of Lloyd Legacy, Tommy Jr., looking to square off against the international sensation, the Big Ticket Rich Dembowski, and we are underway. QAW main event action. Hurricane Rana to start us off from Tommy Jr. He's going to have to use that size mismatch here to use his speed to keep Rich Dembowski guessing, running Enziguri.
Exactly. He's already doing that. He's targeting the head of Rich Dembowski. He's using his entire weight to put that hurt on him. And now Rich just, again, this is what's he's gonna have to deal with all match.
Hoists up Tommy Jr. Oh, slams him right down with a gut wrench.
Rich Dembowski, one of those big beefy boys I love so much.
There's a lot of, moo cow meat in there as Tommy Jr. with a little bit of a rolling back DDT, reverse DDT as he avoids the kick there from Rich Dembowski. Ripcord, clothesline.
Well, you can't deny the strength of Tommy Jr. Oh, the standing Tommy flip.
Or the agility. Cinches in that headlock to Rich Dembowski. He's going to keep him guessing, folks. He's got mat fundamentals. He's got some high-flying skill. Tommy Jr., whatever you may think about him, he's a complete package.
A complete package, and again, as much as we might despise it, he will resort to those underhanded tactics that have brought him a good amount of success here so far.
Flying back heel kick, not effective as Rich Dembowski deposits Tommy Jr. across the ring.
Ooh.
Picking up Tommy Jr. by the ears, slamming him right down. Rich Dembowski taking this kid to school.
Jeez, and again, a man perhaps not super about technique, just all about brute strength and tossing his much smaller opponent around the ring.
Looking to adjust the attitude of Tommy Jr. as Tommy Jr. looks to get rolling here. Running Enziguri blocked this time. And wow. Oversized body press there. Flying crossbody from Rich Dembowski.
If you got that mass, just use it.
One. As Tommy Jr. moves the mass of Rich Dembowski off his chest and takes a breather outside, back in the ring. Tope almost.
He thought about it, but no. Planting Rich on the outside.
Another rolling reverse DDT, the Shiranui of sorts there. Now Tommy Jr. begging Rich Dembowski to get back to his feet. What does he have in store?
Taking a risk here.
Oh no! Seated senton misses!
Oh my, his tailbone may have just popped out of its back, but no! Head scissors.
Somehow he's still walking. I feel like his coccyx must be shattered.
Lord, he wasn't even able to lift Rich there.
That could be a difference maker in this matchup. The lower body of Tommy Jr. has been compromised. And another heaving slam from Rich Dembowski.
Rich may be looking to compromise the rest of Tommy Jr.'s body.
You're horny, aren't you, Buckley?
Don't look at me.
And just cranking the neck back of Tommy Jr. Tommy's able to escape. Oh, and brings the big ticket down with a huge DDT.
Planting his face there. That's what you're going to have to do. Target the head.
Showing off to the crowd there. Sends the big ticket into the corner. Big ticket reverses. Oh, double knees from Tommy Jr. setting up. A nice drop kick there.
Tommy Jr. getting some heat.
What else does he have in mind? Running forearm. Big ticket down. Oh, looks like he was going to put some boots on the big ticket, who catches and, oh, swings his leg out from under him. Very impressed with himself as Rich Dembowski.
Very happy as he's hopping around those Doc Martens.
Does the big ticket equal ticket sales? Another, oh, grip of the ears, and down goes Tommy Jr.
I'd like to take this chance, folks, to remind you, if as you're watching this on YouTube, please give us a subscribe. Subscribe to Quarantine Action Wrestling for your weekly wrestling action on YouTube and Facebook.
Help the pandemic spread on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, any social media. 1. No! Out at 1 is Rich Dembowski, but again, Tommy Jr. is going to have to use those smarts to wear down the larger competitor, make him exert himself by getting out of pinfalls and so on.
I think Tommy Jr. was missing that.
This is an elbow drop.
He might have been going for that Tommy flip up there, but then Rich started to get back to his feet.
Called an audible in midair instead of a Tommy flip, a Tommy elbow as he deposits the big ticket on the mat. Hops to the outside and out of the top. We're going to see a Tommy flip.
Yep, here it is. He's going for the Tommy flip. Oh!
Oh! 2 knees to the sternum. Collapsing the diaphragm. Oh! And a huge lariat to follow. The lariat big in Japan.
Just remember, folks, if you get your knees up, that completely negates any aerial damage to yourself and reverses it all on your opponent.
Apparently, as Tommy Jr. looks to make that physics lesson, a painful one to remember for Rich Dembowski. Pops him with a quick forearm, sends him outside to the apron. Now making the crowd wait for it. What's going to happen next? Shoulder to the midsection. Oh no! Rolling sunset bomb to the outside.
She's throwing him off the apron onto that mat, but no, Rich is hulking up after it.
The men's warehouse gentlemen taking to their feet. You're going to hate the way that feels, I guarantee it. Single leg drop kick there from Tommy Jr.
We haven't seen Rich Dembowski usually dominating his opponents by now, but he has not been able to get Tommy Jr.'s number just yet.
And having his arm kicked in there, Tommy Jr. dissecting the big ticket is, Big ticket uses his good arm for a clothesline there. Begging Tommy Jr. to get back to his feet.
He might be trying to end this here with the attitude adjustment. Let's see. There it is.
Oh! Attitude adjustment in a corner he likes. 1, 2, and Tommy Jr. out. Very similar to the Kings Road style of pro wrestling, it sometimes takes multiple finishers to keep a competitor like Tommy Jr. down. We've seen multiple AAs come from the big ticket before he's been victorious. Tommy Jr. now. Oh! Corkscrew senton, is this enough?
We haven't seen that from him yet.
2! Oh! 2.5, Rich Dembowski out.
Again, but the stakes could not be higher right now. Again, whoever wins this will face Steve Delfino next week for a chance to become #1 contender to that QAW Men's Championship.
Did you ever think you'd hear that the finals would be somebody and then versus Steve Delfino?
He's certainly... Oh, Tommy Jr. flies but straight onto the ground.
First the senton, now the diving body press. Both of them deflected effectively by Rich Dembowski. Tommy Jr. is he's going to be teetering on unconsciousness here.
He's been putting his body through the ring. Oh, but poking the eye of Rich.
Taking a shortcut. Oh, now in a shot to the lower back. Spins it around. Flying head scissors from Tommy Jr., which... Again, you got to give credit to the man. A lesser man would be unconscious after splatting on the mat 2 times outside.
This is QAW, folks.
And now Willard checking on, of all people, the big ticket. I would think he'd be checking on Tommy Jr. from all the punishment he's taken.
Willard's, the twist of fate on Rich.
Twist of fate on Rich Dembowski. Is this enough? 1, 2, no, the big ticket wants to punch his ticket to the finals. He is out at 2.
And again, to answer your question, no, I would not have expected that Steve Delfino would be in the finals, but anything can happen here in QAW.
Tommy Jr. is able to land that elbow drop that we saw bring success to AJ Steele earlier.
And they're running in for the Tommy kick on Rich Dembowski.
Tommy kick! Just a giant flying axe kick to the back of the head. Is this enough? No! He's out! Rich Dembowski out before even a 1.
Jeez, Rich seemingly just taking an understanding Tommy flip. Rich seemingly just all this pain, all this torment just fueling his desire to win here.
He will take the best shot of anybody and ask them to keep coming. Now works his way back to his feet. Flying arm drag there from Tommy Jr., who's finally out of breath. But now, as I say that, taking to the top rope.
He just needed a second to compose himself.
And another, oh no! Water in the pool. Rich Dembowski immediately can capitalize. 1, 2, no! Second corkscrew senton. Missing that time for Tommy Jr. The folks, who wants it more? Oh!
Rich busted
Rich Dembowski bleeding from the head.
Jeez, Rich has not been able to get any kind of offense in a Tommy Jr. He's like trying to grab a wet noodle.
Visibly frustrated as he tries to slurp this noodle. Oh! Big headbutt to the pectoral region of Tommy Jr. Straight jacket, DDT!
Very powerful straight jacket DDT there. This might be the sign of Rich Dembowski trying to make a comeback.
No chance to defend himself, driving his head straight down. Is this enough? 1, 2, no! Tommy Jr. out again!
Rich,
the big ticket in disbelief.
Very surprised. Jeez, the heart of Tommy Jr., the drive.
The drive to square off with somebody the caliber of Mike Carr. Tommy Jr. pushes him off, but no, gets stun gunned across the top rope. And now looking to, again, the third time, grabs the ears and slams down Tommy Jr. What is it going to take to keep Tommy Jr. down?
And Rich is having to go right back to his strength. He's always going to have that advantage over Tommy Jr., and he's trying to utilize it now, getting some breath back.
Menacing the former protege of Lloyd Legacy, Rich Dembowski setting up Tommy Jr. for something big here.
We're going to drive him into the mat with that big spear.
Spear, and he got all of it. Tommy Jr.'s down.
Is that it?
1, 2, no! Tommy Jr. out at 2.5. The big ticket does not believe it. That spear would have kept down most people here in QAW.
I thought it just split him in half almost. How is Tommy Jr. still in this?
Neck crank to Rich Dembowski. He's got to work on that head wound. The big ticket, as you said earlier, busted open. He can't go on much longer with this much blood loss, but he is looking to put Tommy Jr. away before that happens.
Setting up for something big here, just trying to plant Tommy Jr. that power bomb.
Release power bomb, down goes Tommy Jr. He's going to follow it up with the Boston Crab, but he's too close to the ropes.
Willard making him jump out of that there, and Rich again, he very vicious, very aggressive, but he respects the rules.
Respect being earned here tonight in buckets. Buckets of blood from Rich Dembowski, buckets of sweat and desire from Tommy Jr. as he sends the big ticket back in.
And Bandana not even doing anything to keep that blood in there, but Tommy Jr. beckoning Rich to his feet.
What does Tommy Jr. have in store? Springboard, no, deflects that forearm, does Rich Dembowski, and Tommy Jr. gathering himself on the outside, a wise maneuver.
Now Rich up to the top.
That's a lot of meat!
No!
Oh! Misses a diving elbow. Tommy Jr. back in.
Jeez, these men just jump into anything now. What is Tommy Jr. doing now?
Looking to prove he's not tired, and Rich Dembowski says, "You idiot," stomps him. Grabs him by the ears, smashes him against the ring.
I've seen that attitude of Tommy Jr. come out, just having to take that chance to flex a little bit, but no, that still just will not allow Rich to land a move.
That attitude may be adjusted again before this match is over.
We'll
Tommy
see.
Jr. looking for a dropkick there. Rich with a huge shot to the face. Gut wrench suplex. And now, finally, that blood loss getting to him. Kick out even before. Wow, Tommy Jr. Anything you can do, I can do better.
And a twist of fate on Rich. Tommy just running on pure adrenaline here.
Going for the pin, scampering. 1, 2. But no, Rich Dembowski out at 2. Folks, we have a barn burner.
Again, Rich is just he's the gourmet of match of the year candidates, and now Tommy Jr., he needs to finish this.
If you thought the gourmet was impressive, are we going to see a Tommy flip? Oh, and again to the sternum.
Rich has scouted that too much.
But Tommy Jr. again on the offense. Something's got to give here, folks. Straight jacket DDT.
Oh.
Down goes Tommy Jr.
That's it. That's got to be it.
1, 2. No, Tommy Jr. out again.
How these men have kicked out of everything that the other two has managed to throw at them, and now Rich is trying to set him up for another attitude adjustment.
It's the weakest part of Tommy Jr.'s attitude, but no! It could be his strength as a reverse DDT brings Rich Dembowski down. Cover him, you fool!
Tommy, don't let your ego take control right now.
He only has himself to blame if he doesn't come up victorious tonight. Forearm to Rich Dembowski.
And another twist of fate on Rich.
A third twist of fate.
Did he seal his fate
Is this
here?
enough? 1, 2, 3, and that's it!
That's it. Tommy Jr. will face Steve Delfino next week for the finals of the Wellington Classic. I cannot believe it, toppling the big man.
And he did it his way. Tommy Jr., unbelievable, with just undeniable athleticism coming off the top rope, flying all around the ring, sometimes crashing and burning, but ultimately burning up the chances of Rich Dembowski to challenge for the title.
Putting his body on the line multiple times again, yeah, just having both of his Tommy flips reversed, driven right into the knees, and then falling, jumping off the turnbuckle onto nothing on the outside. How is he even not in pieces right now?
He's not in pieces because he was looking to shatter the dreams of Rich Dembowski. He was able to put it all together to become the other half of next week's final in the Wellington Classic. It'll be Tommy Jr. versus Steve Delfino to determine the #1 contender to the QAW Men's Heavyweight Championship.
Well, that's been our show, folks. An absolute barn burner. We've seen new roster members, we've seen new results, and we've seen unexpected conclusions. But remember, we're here every Thursday night on YouTube. Subscribe to us, please.
Thanks again for Buckley Swantoon. This is Mike Mann checking in from Honolulu, Hawaii. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe. The QAW Pandemic continues next week with the finals of the Wellington Classic.
Love you. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.